Ladies and gentlemen, it is the start of the brand new season, and what a place to host it at the DP World Wanderers Stadium. It is the beginning of the Hollywoodbets Pro20, and today it was the Hollywoodbets Dolphins taking on the DP World Lions. We have our two captains, Captain Zintle Mali and Captain Raisibe Ntozake, alongside our match official Angus Host, and we are going to have our coin costs from those. Our coin costs.
Heads. Tails. Please call down there.
Tails.
Tails is the call.
Tails is the call.
Tails it is.
And tails it is. So Hollywoodbets Dolphins win the toss. Zintle, what is your decision and for what reason?
We're looking to bet first. I think we have a very strong betting attack, and I hope the pitches will allow us to do our job well.
It's the start of the season. How are you guys hoping to the season to play out? Last season it was Western Province. How are you guys hoping to do it this season, having not gotten that silverware last season?
We're not looking to change very much. We've done pretty well last season, and it's just that the touch base on where we were lacking, and just improve that 1% improvement, and then just apply what we've been working for.
Fantastic. Zintle, all the best. Thank you so much. We're going to have the captain of the Lions, Raisibe Ntozake. Raisibe, what would have been your decision and for what reason?
Actually, I wanted to bet first, but also I think it didn't really matter today what I do first, because I know we are a very strong team and we have a strong betting lineup. We have good bowlers, so better. But I think today is just about execution and just making sure that we are 1% better than yesterday. And we have two debutants, and I'd like to wish them all the best, which is Naomi Nwefe and Niani Sonepu. So we're just gonna come here, showcase our talent, and just do what you do best and win at home.
With much of the team gone for the World Cup and such key players, how are you trying to balance that team to ensure that you're still able to perform right here with the players you have?
Yeah, with the players I have, I believe we have the best caliber of players. I mean, the ones that are in India, all of the best to them, and to the ones that we have at home. I think prep has been going too great, and especially having youngsters in the team, they're full of energy, they're full of hunger, they have passion, they have the drive, and they have the fire within them to actually execute as much as they can. And I just hope that today we'll get out here and showcase our talent.
Ntozake, all the best for today's game.
Thank you so much.
Toss has been completed. Hollywoodbets Dolphins have elected to bat first. Danko.
The Wanderers. But we're about to get ready for what hopefully is a very good and exciting game. With me is Umar. Umar, I'm going to ask you one question to start off with. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. And you, Monday?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Very, very well this Sunday morning. Having looked at winning the toss first, what do you think that they're actually trying to achieve? Because in these conditions, number one, do you think it's because conditions? I haven't seen the pitch just yet. I just wonder, it looks a little bit greenish from my side. I don't know if you went down there earlier. Maybe the conditions do suit bowling first, actually, I think, with these conditions.
I do think the conditions will stay quite consistent throughout the day. But I think also it's to do with the victory the Dolphins got yesterday by 144 runs, where they batted really well. So I think they'll be looking to continue the form they had with the bat from yesterday and capitalize on an early start here.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I know when we used to play here in Gauteng on a Sunday, we used to like to chase, because if the conditions do change early in the morning, it does go around a little bit. Fresh pitch, a little bit gloomy upstairs. So I thought the idea, maybe the weather doesn't change today, so that will make a big difference. But usually teams, when they come here in the mornings, they want to bowl first, because the conditions can be suitable for seam bowling.
Yeah, and like you said, there is a bit of green on the pitch here, so the Lions bowlers will be looking for early movement and to pick up some early wickets here.
Yeah, just starting proceedings. There's a slight delay, I think. I'm not quite sure what the issue is. But we're about to go. Yep, Dolphins playing the Lions. T20 game. Opening the bowling. About to start. First ball coming up.
Pitched up, well defended. Relebohile Mkize, good start.
Yes. No runs yet.
Pitched up again, this time just work to square leg. Another dot ball here. Good start here by Mkize, and a bit of a watchful start here by Ntokaze.
Yeah, just looking at the field, it looks like the Lions have gone very defensive quite quickly here with the new ball. They've got 3 people. There's no slip first and foremost, which is a little bit surprising with the new ball coming up and the conditions. Got a third man, the fine leg out. Only allowed 2 in the power play.
Little bit shorter this time.
She puts it down.
Put down at square leg. Mistimed the pull shot and just above the head of the fielder at square leg and put down. Opportunity missed in the first over for the Lions.
New batter in. Just that drop catch. Yeah, she'll be very disappointed with that. Would have been a great start for the Lions to pick up a wicket in their first over. But unfortunately, it was put down. Big shout. Yeah, probably just pitching outside, I would assume, from that. Not a swing on offer, but I think it was a good decision.
Yeah, good decision. Did look like it pitched outside leg stump and maybe hit her a bit high. Definitely
Bit high? You think height? Yeah, going down leg for sure. I'm just thinking about the height, yeah.
Definitely going down leg.
And you get a lot of bounce usually here at the Wanderers, so that's one of the things that umpires have to consider.
Mkize again goes back to a fuller delivery and just gets a bat down on it in time. Good start here. Last ball of the over will be looking to close out a good first over so far, Mkize.
Yeah, very good start. Of course, it's not the end of the over. It would have been a brilliant over had the catch being taken at square leg. Just looking at the field placings again. Conventional, yes, but usually you get a slip at least. Today we don't have one to start.
Good ball to end the over. Just 1 run off the first over, and the Dolphins are 1 for no loss after the first over. But with a catch being put down in that over, the Lions will feel that they could have had an early wicket to start off the morning.
Would have been a great start had they picked up that first wicket, but unfortunately for the Lions, it was put down.
And yeah, like you mentioned, it would be an option for the Lions to put a slip in for the first over. We did see the ball move around a bit in that first over, so a bit surprising that there hasn't been a slip in place. And now we see the field being spread quite a bit here for the second over. A long on and a cow corner in place. So Sarah Nettleton into the attack from the caller drive end, introducing spin quite early on here in the morning, the Lions.
It's not surprising because you do see a lot of this in T20 cricket where the spinner does open the bowling, try to get over the power play, try to get through it as quickly as possible without too much damage done to the team. Again, just looking at this field, you're only allowed 2 out in the first 6 overs in the power play. They've got a square leg, actually car corner, and a long on. Those are the 2 protecting the boundaries for now in this first power play.
Nettleton to de Klerk. Little bit fuller and just squeezed out. Bit of a misfield by cover, but no run conceded.
So far, so good for the Lions. Not too much damage done in this power play. Driven. Oh, misfield. It's gone through the covers. And that's the first boundary for the Dolphins.
Bit of a stare from Sarah Nettleton to the extra cover
Yeah,
fielder there.
Understandably, though, yeah. Understandably, sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off quickly. It was a misfield. It should have never got to the boundary. It should have been a dot ball. That's the worst part for the bowler.
Nettleton to de Klerk again. Little bit shorter, and she gets back, cuts it in the gap, but not enough on it to race away to the boundary. Short third man just does the fielding, and she scampers through for a single.
Not a lot of turn on offer. Still a fresh pitch. Early morning.
Pitched up again, and
Better fielding this time.
yeah. She looks a bit disappointed not to have capitalized on that bit of width offered outside the off stump. Fuller and better fielding this time by the extra cover to end the over. 6 runs off the over. 7 for no loss after 2 are the Dolphins.
Yeah, good recovery from the first mistake out in the outfield. As you say, 7 without loss. T20 cricket. To continue. Is there a change in bowling? First up. Just fixing the field for now. It looks very much like the first over here. They're making a change here. They're bringing in the third man. And I'm assuming the long on will go onto the boundary. Yeah, there we go. Seems very defensive by the Lions to start off this morning. Just in my opinion, again, we talked about no slip at all. Yeah, 2 on the boundary. It looks like the only way the ball gets there is over pitched, I would imagine.
Fuller delivery gone back and just gets it to point. Yeah, and no balls in the first over were really pitched up that could be hit down to the long on region. So it is a bit surprising that the Lions have opted to go for a long on and bring in the deep third man after the way that Mkhize did bowl in the first over. Pitched up again and
very full. Look like maybe there might be just a tint of a little bit of swing coming back into the right-hander. I always think it's a bit dangerous for a left armer, especially bowling across.
Yeah, with the angle going
Yeah,
away
and the
and she's
third
getting
man-
the ball to nip back.
Right, but my fear is that if she gets a line wrong and they get a third man up in the field, if the batter is very clever, and that Joe Root does this very well, where he tries to open the face of the batter and run it down to third man for runs, he could get some runs quite easily in that way.
Shifts across outside the off stump and gets it away over square leg for another boundary. Good batting by the Dolphins, and Nicole de Klerk moves on to 9.
Great shot. Slightly overpitched on the legs. No width given, but a nice shot over the square leg for another boundary. Second boundary, and the first one was by de Klerk, because she gets a second one here in this over.
That is quite clever batting because Nkize was going really wicket to wicket. So to shift across and get it over the infield. This time goes straight back and down to long on for a single.
Yeah, it was in the air just for a split second, but they got a long one out there as well. What I like about Mkize's bowling at this point with this field is that she hasn't given any width at all.
Yeah, and that's what Nicole de Klerk probably noticed too, and that's why she shifted across
Yeah.
to open up the leg side with no fielders down besides deep fine leg.
Very good bowling. Oh, not too quite sure if that was a misfield, but it looked like it might have been one. But again, it's called bowling to your field, and being able to accurately be able to bowl to the field that you want. Another change in the field again. Finally coming up now. Square leg's going back. That's because of the shot that de Klerk did play when she moved, as he said, shuffled across and heaved it over that region.
Last ball of the over now.
Pulling out quickly before, not too sure what the issue was. Last ball of the over. De Klerk to face Mkize. First wicket. There we go. Breakthrough happens in the third over. She was dropped in the first over. This over, her second one, she picks up the wicket on the last ball of the over. So really good start here by Mkize. And they've broken this partnership quite early in the third over.
We can see de Klerk again going back to what she should have come forward to, not for the first time this morning. And her stumps go toppling out of the ground, and the Lions pick up a much needed wicket. With de Klerk starting to look a bit positive, she goes for 10.
Yeah, as you said, I think she did misjudge the length of this delivery. Should have been forward. She went back once again and taking off stump. It's a very good delivery by Mkize.
And a much deserved wicket for as well. She stayed persistent with her line hitting the middle and off stump, and she finally gets the breakthrough she's been looking for.
Yeah, very good bowling. Bowled to a plan. They had a plan. I didn't like the third man coming up with her being a left arm going across the right-handers, but she's been dead accurate in terms of how to bowl to her field. She's had a very good start. Dropped in the first over, if you remember, but picks up the wicket.
Nettleton to continue from the Kohler drive into Candler.
Kind of struggled a little bit in this T20 game. She's got 3 off 10 deliveries so far. She goes back to her board. I think she probably should have gone forward to it as well. Might have just misjudged the length.
Little bit shorter and worked away. I do think there was a chance of a run out there if she picked it up clean, the mid-wicket fielder, but allows Candler to get through to the other end. And Yasmin Khan, new batsman into the crease, will face her first delivery now against Sarah Nettleton.
If you want to be highly critical of, I think the bowlers have been very good so far in the fourth over from start to beginning. But if you want to be a little bit critical, is the fielding for the Lions hasn't been great just yet in this first couple of overs. There's been 2 misfields, 2 or 3, the drop catch. Good delivery. Again playing back. Khan to a ball. I think she should have been 4-2. Just maybe missing the length.
Again, a fuller delivery she's gone back to, and the Dolphins are struggling to rotate strike here. They are getting themselves stuck at one end.
I just wonder because all the batters, the first 3 batters for the Dolphins, seem to prefer the ball to play the ball on the back foot, even though it's full. Again, swept this time around, on one knee. See how many they'll get. Not too sure if there was any bat involved in that.
Leg by signal by the umpire, so she did miss that. Nettleton did just stray her line a bit down leg and got away with that, as the batsmen only get 2 runs instead of what should have been a boundary. Fuller and Edge.
Taken. Yep, there we go. Second wicket. Shackleton picks up her first wicket. Nettleton, sorry, picks up her first wicket. Once again, a very good over so far. Khan gone for a duck. Didn't disturb the scorers at all today. It's a very good start by the Lions. Yes, the midfield and some of the catches have been put down, but the bowlers have done a really good job first up in this first power play. Khan coming down the wicket. Big outside edge, and that's gone.
This is a really good start by the Lions, as you mentioned. The Dolphins winning the toss and electing to bat, but the Lions seem like the happier side to be bowling first here. Good start, 16 for 2 after 4 overs, and coming into the crease. Kau into the crease now at number 4.
That's another wicket picked up by the Lions, close to the end of the over.
And Mkhize to continue with a 3rd over now from the golf course end. The Lions will be looking on to put a squeeze now with a long off looks to be dropping with still a deep square leg. 3rd man and fine leg in the ring now.
Nicked, gone. She picks up a 2nd wicket. Mkhize. The Hollywoodbets Dolphins are in a bit of trouble here. Mkhize picks up her 2nd. A really good delivery. A bit of Ruba side off with the 3rd man up in the circle, but still, it's a very good start here. And once again, Candler is gone. She struggled a bit for runs. Only got 4 of 12 deliveries. But Mkhize pitched it up, picks up a wicket, and she's been really, really good this morning.
Yeah, she just missed her line a bit there. It looked like it's a bit outside the off stump, and Candler went fishing for runs because she was struggling 4 of 12, struggling to get anything away really. And a good take by the wicket keeper down low.
Yeah, good take too, yes. Exactly. Not a lot of bounce here for the bowlers on that left ball. But again, the keeper does a very good job. I thought both catches were really good. And we've got a new batter in. Courtney Counted coming in because of this. Mkhize. Really good delivery outside off stump. Pitched it up. She's been really, really good this morning. Good disciplines. First left arm. Left-handed batter, sorry. Gowden into the attack.
And the field looks to be a bit tighter now with just one fielder outside the inner ring. It looks like they have a gully in place. So just a deep 3rd man in place with a gully in place now for the new batsman. No extra cover as well.
I don't know if the Lions are doing this by mistake or anything. They've only got 1 person on the boundaries. The first power play, you're allowed to have 2. But they've only got 1. A bit of a unique field, I would say. As you said, I think that's a gully, like a floating gully sort of thing on the outside. Then you got a 3rd man at the boundary, so bit of a strange field, I would say. Changing field again, once again. No fine leg.
So packing the covers now, as I mentioned, there was no extra cover, but now extra cover comes in place from fine leg. Fuller, just where they move the fielder, but good fielding by square leg, just a single. I think Mkhize did miss a line there. She packed the offside field and included a gully, but went fuller on the pads for Courtney Gowden's first ball. She gets off the mark with a single.
Yeah, I was about to say, she's been really good in terms of bowling to a field with the left-hander, now with no 3rd man. You have to trust that she's going to be able to hit her lengths, and then more specifically her lines, not to put it at the pads. So a lot of discipline that Mkhize is asked of here with her field.
A lot of field changing happening here with the Lions. Again, still only one out. Deep mid wicket in place now for Kau. Scampers through for a single. The mid wicket did go down to the boundary, so just nudged towards the edge of the ring, and Kau gets off the mark as well.
Yeah, both batters on one each. Again, a very good start here for the Lions. They'll be very confident in the way. I'm very happy, more specifically, about how they've started this game in terms of the two bowlers picking up wickets.
Better line and opens the face down to third man, gets it between the keeper and the gully, and another single. I think something we did miss there, Monday, was that first ball to Courtney Gounden. I think Mkhize was on a hat-trick because she did get a wicket on the last ball of her first over.
Yeah, you're right,
second
actually.
over, and then a
We
wicket
did
on
miss
the
it,
first
you're
ball.
right. I didn't think about that at all. It wasn't on my
And
mind.
it
But
wasn't
again,
a really good ball for the hat-trick ball, straight down leg.
yeah, the straighter one with the third, with no fine leg, right?
Yeah. Fuller outside off and taken at cover. Driven in the air by Kau and a good catch at cover, and Mkhize has a third. Dolphins struggling now at 19 for 4.
I would say that it wasn't the best delivery she's bowled so far. I think it was a bit of a half volley, and then driven by Kau. Have a look here once again. She's been she's been good in terms of her length for sure. Very full. Getting the batters on the front foot most of the day today, but again, very good fielding.
I think her deliveries where she deserved wickets, she wasn't getting any luck with that, but her two pitched up fuller deliveries outside of this wicket where the batters had worth, both have got a wicket so far this over. Again, see, they pitched up fuller, like you said, half volley, but driven on the up straight to cover and a good catch. 19 for 4 after 4.5 overs now are the Dolphins.
Yeah, they're in a bit of trouble. Another catch taken by the DP World Lions. We did speak about earlier on about how the fielding wasn't good. The first over, there was a drop catch. There was a couple of misfields. But they seem to have put it together now. They're doing very well on the field. Catch has been really good since that first catch was put down at square leg.
And another field changer as deep fine leg and third man go down to the boundary for the last ball of the over. Pitched up and driven straight back to the bowler to end a good over. 3 wickets for Mkhize, going for 10 runs in a 3 overs so far. Dolphins 19 for 4 after 5 overs, and it has been quite a struggle of a power play for the Dolphins this morning.
Yeah, I knew about that. Sashni Naidu. Gowden's been there for a couple of deliveries already so far. If you look at the scoreboard, doesn't look very good for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. 4 wickets down in the first power play. It's the last over of the power play. I just wonder now if, in terms of the Lions, do we do any changing in terms of the personnel bowling? Because I think I would finish off from Mkhize. I'll give her 4 overs, all of them right now, because she's picking up wickets.
Yeah, exactly. She's been very economical and picked up wickets. So go for the kill, get into the tail as early as you can. And Nettleton to continue from the caller drive in, coming around the wicket to the left-handed batter now. Fuller on the pads and flicked away behind square for a single.
Again, last over of the power play to the left-hander. They had a long run out, and they had a Carl corner out. Understandably, left-hander ball coming back into you. And for the right-hander, I just want to see what she's going to do for night in terms of her fielding. She hasn't changed anything, actually. Two fielders on the boundary. Long on, Carl corner again. And a packed offside field, sorry. No mid-wicket. Square leg on the leg side. Square leg and the short fine leg.
Shorter outside off and goes back to cut but misses. I do think the Lions will be quite happy with the start they got. Although with those misfields and a drop catch, it hasn't really cost the Lions much, with Candler being dropped on 1 and she ended up scoring 4. So not really much The Dolphins haven't capitalized on the misfields and again driven to cover, no run.
Well, again, the first two boundaries, because the Lions have been, the Dolphins, sorry, Hollywoodbets Dolphins, have been a bit cautious in terms of how they go about their batting. The only person who looked like they wanted to take the bowling on was de Klerk, who got the two boundaries for the Lions at the time. There's only been two boundaries so far in this game, and it's been from de Klerk. So they've struggled to get one, a partnership, and two, to hit the ball in this power play onto the boundary.
Again, a little bit of width given. She goes back to cut and misses.
Again, I would say two bad deliveries with on the offside. Packed offside, by the way, but still, there's no one on the boundary on the offside. It was a real opportunity for Nadi to get off the zero that she does have. No run so far for her. And gets off the mark, down to long on for the single.
I do think with that width she's been given for 3 balls of that over, if she just, with the struggle she's been getting to cut it away, if she can just open a phase and get it down to third man where there's no deep third man actually.
Yeah, 6th overs, first power play done. With that, there's a change in commentary. I stay on. I'm joined by Donald. As we get out of this first power play that's been really, really good for the Lions. Great start for them. Mkhize, I'm not surprised that she's taken the ball again going into her first over. She picked up the 3 wickets just for 10 runs so far in 3 overs. And to the new batter, Naidu, who just walked on. Field hasn't changed much. Third man, 5 leg. The power play is over, by the way, so they can spread the field if they want to. Again, bowling to a field. Balls just swinging back into the right-hander. And as I start with you, Donald, I would ask you how you see things and how it started so far for both teams.
Morning, everyone. Monday. It looks like the Lions, they're just on the bottom here. I mean, it looks like the Lions, they're on the bottom here. It was a good toss to lose, and there goes a ball. Oh, that was a great ball from Relewuhile Mkhize.
Again, she's been very consistent in terms of the lines, and especially her length. She's been very, very full today. Picked up 2 wickets. Pretty much half volleys, but it's been really good so far. Last over for her.
That was a good ball. Goes to mid wicket, and Mkhize, she's been very, very consistent, and by the looks of things from the first over that she bowled, she was determined to take the game to herself. I mean, from the lose yesterday, it's just that she's more hungry today, isn't it?
Yeah, 21 for 4. There's going to need to be a partnership here. Better length, I think. Not too full this time around. But again, there's a miscommunication. Yep.
Chance for a run out there, baby. Oh. Yeah, it goes back to what we saw yesterday with the Lions fielding. And it hasn't been a great start this morning. And up until, from yesterday. It just has been one of those days for them, or probably the weekend for them, not to be on the button with their fielding. But again, there's a room for
improvement because there's a lot of overs left. And getting Mkhize to the left hand, more conventional field. Fine leg is back on the boundary. Third man also on the boundary, but only two fielders. Yeah, which you allow because the power play is out, so you can have more than that. But the Lions, I think, smelling blood, if you will, and want to pick up more wickets by squeezing them, not giving them easy singles.
No, definitely. I mean, when you look at how they've been bowling, the two that have been bowling, they've been just on the button and putting more pressure on these batters. And you look at Naidu and Holden, they've just been on the back foot here in terms of play and probably the pressure and just an over outside the power play.
Yeah, again, pitched up, driven, but no success for Gowden. And that's the end of her 4 overs. She's done a really, really good job here. Mkhize picked up 3 wickets, 11 runs off after 4 overs. Really, really, really good figures when you just look at it. And she bowled really well, good control. Might have been over pitching here and there, but at least she was making the mistake on the fuller delivery. And she picked up those 3 wickets.
100%. And I mean, Relay, she's been on the button, like I said before. And she's looking very, very good. And probably that's a spell for the day. Yeah, that has been great from her. Still to continue, we still have Sarah on College Drive.
So the 2 opening bowlers are basically both finishing their spells from starting. Bit unusual that both opening bowlers do go their full 4 overs. And down to 1 knee, down to for 1 only.
For 1 only. And there was your field Monday. I mean, we only have 3 outside for the right-hander. And let's see who we're going to have outside the ring for the left-hander. And yeah, it's still 3 outside the ring. That means they've got the plan with the mid-wicket in place.
Not worth giving. She tries to cut it. Not too much worth giving at all. Good bowling again.
Great
but
bowling.
Gowden looking for the cut shot. And again, to a packed offside field. Very strong on the leg side, understandably, because he is a right arm wrist bowler coming into the left-hander leg spinner. And again, line and length very good.
100%.
One thing I've noticed about the Dolphins, in particular on this field, they like to play on the back foot. Where we think they probably should have been on the front foot, they very much do like to play either seam, especially spin, on the back foot very, very often. Full toss. Yeah, no damage done there.
But again, it goes back to who's betting. I mean, we've got the middle order betting on this 8th over here to say what can we get, how soon we can get to the 50 mark. And having the players, there you go, and yeah, just through the extra cover there.
Good fielding.
Great fielding.
Yeah, good fielding.
It
If that beats the infield, then it's a boundary. And again, the Dolphins have been struggling. Not too many boundaries for them in the first power play. Now into the 8th over. Last ball of the over. Very good over so far. Get off the back foot. Oh, almost stopped from going for a single by Netterton. But again, very good bowling by both opening bowlers.
100%.
Sarah Netterton, yeah, her 4 overs of gosh, she picked up just 1 wicket, but the economy rate was really, really good. So the Lions opening bowlers have done their jobs.
No,
the Lions will be hoping
they did.
that the bowlers to follow will also do the same thing and squeeze and not give too many boundaries away.
No, 100%. After 8 overs, 25 for 4 wickets. And it looks like, the Lions, they're so hungry here to see themselves probably defending less than 100 maybe. Too quick to judge.
Yeah, the way that things are going so far for the Lions, I mean for the Dolphins in terms of their batting, I'm not sure if they're going to get to 100. Lions have been picking up wickets on a regular, and not too many boundaries. Just 2 boundaries so far. And into the 8th over already. New bowler, Khomoto Rapu, comes into attack, another spinner.
She's coming from the golf course end. Khomoto Rapo, she was great yesterday with the ball. And yeah, let's see with the T20 how she's going to do. I mean, yeah.
Into her first delivery, just looking at her field, they've got a square leg out, and they've also got a long out and a carco now. So 3 out on the outfield on the leg side.
There goes one in the air. Yeah, first ball. Oh, there you go. Cotton bolt. Brilliant. Good take from Khomoto Rapo. The first ball of the T20 today. And yeah, great start of the T20 competition, isn't it?
Great start. Can we have a better way to start your over by picking up a wicket in the first over of your spell? Rapu wasn't the best of deliveries once again. Down leg side. Top edge. Straight back to the bowler. And the Lions have picked up their 5th wicket. 25 for 5. Not very good reading if you're a supporter of the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. But if you are a DP World Lions supporter, be very ecstatic about the start that they've had so far today. Really good.
New batter in place. We've got Andrew. And let's just see what she has in stock. I mean, already she's on the back foot here. It's a tough start for the Dolphins, Dolphin ladies. And yeah.
Kyla Andrews, new batter in. That's the previous delivery. The first delivery by Homotarapu in a spot, picked up the wicket, caught and bowled. Pretty comfortable catch. You would say again, probably a soft dismissal from the Dolphins. That's where they struggled a bit. Half volleys haven't been put away or have been driven to a person in the covers at times. Just a change in field here once again. Square leg comes back into the circle. Long on. And Kako now out also on the off side for. She got long off. Long on back on the boundary. Square leg.
Kako long off, long on, and a sweeper. But I don't think that would be for change of field from Motorapo. Good ball. I was just saying, Moni, just to change of field, to take out the sweep out there, get the sweep out instead of the cover. I mean, just to put on pressure back to the Dolphins. That's a good ball once again. Brilliant. Wicket and a 2 dot balls in a row. So what my point I'm trying to make here is the pressure that they're putting, that means these two, they know each other. Getting to get the sweeper out, maybe. But there's no damage has been done. I mean, this is the third dot ball.
Yeah, so far so good. Rapu into a 5th delivery. No runs off for bowling so far. Very good delivery again. Pitched up, good line, good length. Been a really good start here for Rapu. Picked up a wicket off the first delivery, and now no runs conceded just yet. Last ball.
Oh, that was a great ball. Ending the over with a dot ball. That's her maiden wicket. No run for 1 wicket there. Good over.
Yeah, very good over.
Good over.
Wicket maiden, as you said, not too common in T20 cricket.
Especially on the 9th over, isn't it? And yeah, I mean, this is the over where we should be looking at the fireworks. But again, the Dolphin Lions, they're just on the back foot. Here's a new bowler, Faye Collin. Let's just see what she has in stock as well. This is a great bowler. She bowled well yesterday as well. I mean, from the confidence that she had yesterday, she went so little runs for 3 wickets. But
yeah,
from today.
Like you said, good bowler. I've seen her a couple of times, and she is a good talent. Just looking at the field here to the left-hander, Gowden, the man fine leg, both out on the boundary, but that's it. Only 2 fielders who are. Oh, it's not a very good start. Only 2 fielders, I was saying, who are on the boundary, even though we're out of the power play. They're allowed to have more, but they choose not to. I think they want to just keep squeezing and putting the pressure on the Dolphins batters to make something happen if they want boundaries.
Definitely. Let's just see what Faye has to offer here. Another wide.
Yeah.
The umpires just called it. I mean,
easy decision. And if you, obviously, we talked about the field a little bit with that line. I think Gowden will be pretty disappointed she couldn't put bat to ball. And that if she heaps it over the infield of the leg side, it's an easy boundary.
Definitely. But it looks like she changed her
angle, coming around the wicket this time to the left-hander after struggling with the line. Better line, much
line.
Better.
But I think obviously that's her first good ball. And with that line, don't you think they should have a protection there? I mean, that's when we're looking at Gowden, she needs to take a risk at some point, and having not to have a protection probably by the sweep.
I actually don't mind this field. I like the fact that the Lions are smelling blood, if you will.
Definitely.
Keeping the pressure on the Dolphins to do something if they want to boundary or runs. Again, Very good line, very good length by Gowling. So they're just squeezing.
They're just squeezing, and you look at how Faye is bowling. Usually she would be bowling those fireballs, but I think there's something off the deck, or probably overcast weather is just doing too much for her. Let's just see the other one. There you go. She's probably bowling the in-swingers to the left-hander. And yeah, not knowing, probably someone needs to take a risk for the Dolphins here.
Yeah, because they're struggling. Not only for boundaries, just runs in general. There's no rotation of the strike. It's just been hitting fielders all day long. Once again, another wide, yeah. Struggling with the line at the moment. 3 wides in the first over.
Definitely. So what I see here is probably she's bowling. She's trying to go back to her normal bowling of bowling slightly quicker. But when she does that, it just goes down leg. And for me, the previous 2-3 balls that went to the batter, it was more of taking the pace away and just to control the ball. Just like that. Just a
Single
quick
taken, yeah. Quick single. Why no damage done there. So they get off the mark. Carla Andrews. Oh no, sorry, that was Gowden who picked up that first. Yeah, that single.
Andrews on strikes. That should be her 6 balls that she will be facing. And yeah, probably she's been facing 2 spinner from the golf course end, and Faye coming from the collar drive.
Yeah, changing field to Andrews, which is a bit of a surprise that they've put back the long off and the long on in the boundary. Michaela Edges is still pretty new, just walked onto the field.
She works it out down to that man there for 1.
That's her getting off the mark. That's a single. 1 more ball left. It's been a long over with 3 wides in it.
100%. But again, it's one of those things to say the Lions as a pack, they've been so good, and probably it's just that one bowler that would probably try to get a fit, and hopefully it's just Faye in this over.
Yeah, again, it's protection on the offside on the boundary. The sweep out. Yeah, she struggled a bit. A little bit of criticism would be her lines have been wrong. Her length's been good, but she's missed her lines quite a few times in this over. Her first over 3 wides, and that's the 10th over gone. 31 for 5. The Hollywoodbets Dolphins are. Having not started off very well at all, her lines will be ecstatic. What they want is that Cowling does continue, but she needs to get her length right and keep pressure on both batters. Rapu did that in her first over, mid wicket, but with Cowling just struggling a bit with her line. Getting some easy runs here for the Lions, who they've struggled to. I mean, for the Dolphins, and they've struggled, yeah, to get some runs in this game so far. Just looking at Rapu's field to the left-hander of Gowden. Car corner.
Only 2 fielders outside.
So far, yeah. Again, I like the fact that they're squeezing. Don't want to give away too many easy singles because they are struggling to rotate strike here.
Probably they're trying to recover from the previous over with those couple of extras, but that wasn't so much damage that happened there. But again, let's go. Let's see Rapo to Gowden. There she is. Quick single, that's a chance of a run out. Oh.
Put down. Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about their fielding so far. The DP World Lions. It's a little bit of a mixed bag of good fielding, good catches taken, a drop catch early on. Taking some good catches though too. A couple of misfields here and there, but overall I think they'll be ecstatic about how they started this game so far. I'm just looking at her field now, Rapu. First time she's bowling to Andrews.
Oh, there it goes down to square leg for 4. And yeah, Andrews went, and probably she's now taking to take a control of this game. Let's just hope so. And probably again, there was a bad ball from Rapo. There goes your change of field, Monday. Square leg down. We've got the deep square leg, cow corner, and
yeah, there's been a bit of misfortune on the part of the Dolphins, but a bit of luck on the part of the DP World Lions in terms of some deliveries that have been not great. They've taken wickets from, and that one is also one that been executed very well by Andrews. It wasn't a great delivery. It was very too straight, a little bit short, and pulled down for the third boundary so far in this game, which is not a lot if you consider this is a T20 game.
Oh, here's a chance. Square leg. Mr. Host says no. And yeah, like you say, I mean, when you look at on a normal T20 women's cricket, we should be sitting on your 70s by now. And it's just that it's just an unfortunate that the Dolphins ladies, they just finding themselves on a back foot. I mean, there's a room for the Lions to make mistakes and still recover. After 10 overs, we're sitting on 36 for 5.
Last delivery coming up. No, sorry, 2 balls left in this over. Yeah. Best short. Cut away. That's going to be another boundary for Andrews. Finding a rhythm now. Not the best of deliveries. Again, the first boundary off this over was a bit too straight. It was short. Second boundary. Line was different. A bit of width on offer, but it was short again. And I put away for another boundary for the Lions. So for the Dolphins, sorry.
Dolphins. And yeah, that was a good shot. I mean, from where they are, there's a second over. There's a second boundary from the over, and there's one more ball left. There goes another shot. One bounce to long on, and taken back to the keeper. There you go.
It's a bit more like it.
100%. After 40 runs, after 11 overs for 5.
Yeah, good over for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. We spoke about how the new bowlers would operate, especially after the very good start that they got the Lions. The 2 back bowlers who opened the bowling to them, Kize and Nittleton, were very, very good opening up. There's a bit of boundaries and a couple of wides here from Cowling, sorry, in her first over. Yes, Rapu started off well, but picked up a wicket baiting, but second over wasn't the best. 10 runs off that run.
Definitely. Yeah, second over for Cowling. Mikhail Andrews, 10 runs off 11 balls. It looks like she's just trying to take the game here. And she's just trying to take a good risk to put her team in a good space. I mean, if they would have a decent, what I know is they do have a decent bowling lineup. If they have a good score on board to defend, this should be a good game.
If it's going to be a good game, and so far so good in terms of this partnership. Yes, it's still very early, but they've done something not many Dolphins batters have done today. Get a few boundaries first up, just trying to build a partnership to get to a competitive score.
Oh, here's a big swing. Clearly, the message has been sent.
Yeah, she's being aggressive, and I like it. And he runs the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. And Michaela Andrews has decided that she's going to take it upon herself to try to get some boundaries here, being aggressive.
Let's see the second ball. Another good ball.
Yeah, that one just seaming back into the right hander. No width given. She was looking to cut it. But unfortunately,
it looks like it just missed the stump by an inch there, isn't it?
Yeah, it came back nicely off the... Yeah, just come back nicely, off the pitch. She thought she had some room outside her stump, but a ball came back into her and had no room. Good start here from this over for Cowling.
Oh, that's a great ball. Looks like the sun is coming up. And yeah, another good dot ball. 4 players outside the ring, so it looks like there's a plan here to say if she would be bowling a slower ones. And I mean, Andrews, she looks like she wants to take the game up on here.
Yeah, she's trying to be aggressive, just her timing and missing the delivery. She's missed the first 3. This one, it's a single down to square leg. A bit over pitched there by Cowling.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, the Lions, they so. It looks like they're so relaxed outside the power play here. when you look at the first into the power play, they knew exactly what they wanted to do. But now that they've got these two in the middle order, they just taking things easy. If they could have, or probably it's the mistakes of Carling giving us bowling negatively on the down leg and those wides maybe. But again, it's one of those things to say, from my eye, in my opinion, they look so relaxed. They don't want to take this game away as they should as quick as possible. I don't know.
Yeah, just looking at her field again here. Cowling going to Gowden, who's been here for quite a while. Good line, good length, pulling to her field.
Oh, she fell there. Looks like
Yeah, what happened there? Yeah, I didn't see that actually.
probably it's stepping and she looks hurt.
Let's hope it's not too serious, yeah? Does look like she's a bit of pain though.
She landed on her knee, so let's just hope it's.
Let's have a look what happened here. She just fell, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure where she's hurting though.
The right knee looks painful because just there when she landed on her right knee. So hopefully it's not something serious like you say Monday. Yeah, but the knee can be something else though. So taking a break on this game, let's just hope Dolphins will give us a wee bit of a show, whereby we in for a good game here, and it should be a good restart.
Yeah, you say knee. I'm not too sure. I'm just looking at those pictures there. She just fell after. I feel like she pulled something. That shouldn't be enough just to fall and hit and be down for that long. I think that she pulled something as she was bowling. What that is, we're not too sure just yet. She's up on her feet, which is hopefully good news for her and for the Lions especially. I think she's okay.
She looks all right. But again, for a first game of a T20, we shouldn't be worrying and being concerned about just there Monday. We shouldn't be worrying about the injuries. I mean, everyone is excited to be back on the field, to be out in the sun, and yeah, having an injury in the early game of the season should be a bummer, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Looks like she's going to continue though, just jogging it out. Seems to be okay. I would assume there's also a message to the two batters for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins with that break from the coaching staff about how to approach these last few overs. We know Makala Andrews has been trying to be aggressive. It's been a really good over so far by Cowling. Hopefully she's okay to continue. One ball left in this over. It looks like she will continue. Fisher's still there talking to her. And,
No,
yeah.
She's all right. Good to go back. And yeah, again, change of field. We still having Cow, probably square leg, and a mid wicket. Oh, sorry, to a left-hander. That's a sweep. That's a sweeper. No Cow.
Yeah, no change in field.
Yeah.
Last ball.
There you go. Like I said, quick field, and it goes down square leg for 4. And yeah, probably that break Monday. Usually a break like this would just be one of those things to say we taking the game away, or we still, So let's just hope Dolphins will come up with another plan, and we just saw from the coaching staff giving them the message. So yeah.
Yeah, the last delivery there. It's the first boundary, firstly for Gowden.
After 12 overs, 46 for 5. Having a new bowler, skipper herself, as they call it, slice, coming from the golf course end. Ntoza Rasibe.
Yeah, she's back into the attack. Rapu's last over was quite expensive. I'm sure that's what made them make the change in terms of the bowling. Just looking at Rasibe's field here to the right-hander of Andrews. Looked to be aggressive from ball 1. Just see what she tries to do.
Oh, that's
here.
a good shot over. Just didn't go all the way, but that was a good shot. The intention are there. And yeah, Andrews, she's just trying to go for it, isn't it? And it looks like she just wants to take the game away from the Lions. and she's still sitting on 12 runs for 16 balls. And Garden, she's still stuck there, 11 runs for 17 balls. But again, it's one of those things to see if we can see a good ending from the Dolphins rather than a back foot game here. Again, straight to mid wicket and just for a dot there.
Okay, we outside of the power play still got two fielders only. Changing field as I say that.
Still two anyway.
Sweeper on the offside now.
That was a
One
good
another
ball.
one. Good start so far.
Two dot balls. There she goes and just one bounce in front of the mid on there.
Was in the air for a split second. Again, the Lions have been consistent in terms of their bowling and how they've been bowling on this wicket particular. Obviously, they'll know the field and this wicket how it plays because they play here as a home ground. But they've been very full consistently.
They go for a second run there, and yeah, sweeper. That's why the sweeper is there because it went straight to pierce into extra cover there. But she's playing too much on the back foot though.
But the Dolphins have been playing on the back foot all game long again. 49 for 5, 1 run to 50.
Once again.
Playing miss, last delivery. 3 runs off that one. So a very good start here by ICB. 49 for 5. The Dolphins are after 13 overs.
No, definitely. And yeah, it looks like again from this end we've got the change of bowling. Coming from the coming from a Collar Drive, new bowler replacing Faye. Coming from we've got Uma back. We just change of commentary. Uma, welcome back.
Thank you, Donald. Good start there by Liani Swanepoel on a debut coming from the Collar Drive end. A little bit shorter, cutaway straight to point. And Andrews, as much as she's looked to take the attack to the bowling, she struggled quite a bit at the moment, still 12 of 18. So she's scoring quite slowly, regardless of the 2 boundaries that she did get early on in the inner innings.
No, definitely. There goes the third ball and running down to a Kali region there, and yeah, quick single in front of a player. Yeah, like you said, I mean, for me, the message has been sent, and the Hollywood Dolphins ladies, they're just a bit slow though. I mean, after 13.3 overs, we're still sitting on 50 runs for 5. And it's just the pressure that the Lions have been put into this game and trying to take control and the charge of they're just looking to take this game as soon as possible. But again, are we going to have a good fight back from the Dolphins?
Cut away.
That's a great fielding at point there.
Little bit of worth given there to Gound, and she got back really well and cut it hard, but good fielding at point. Otherwise, that was going to the boundary.
With this quick outfield, that was a great fielding.
4 fielders out now for the Lions. Short again. I think that just bounced short of the keeper. It did look like she got an edge on that and just bounced short of the keeper.
No, definitely. But again, it goes back to change of bowling and how Swanepoel is bowling, and she's just aggressive and trying to take the finisher down. Andrews on the other end, she's just looking to take that ball out of the ground though.
A little bit shorter again, just blocked down and no single. 2 runs off the over. The Dolphins are 51 for 5 after 14. Last 6 overs now, Donald. What do you think is a good score that the Dolphins will be looking to get to?
That's a tough question. I mean, that's a really, really tough question. I just don't want to put my money on the figures I'm about to say. But again, with this rate, probably from the 36 balls that it's about to come, a good 20 runs, 30 runs probably will be added on the board. Looking at 80 maybe.
I see Bear Fuller hit down too long on for a single. Yeah, I do think around 80, 85, going at a runner ball for the remainder of the overs would be a good score. But the problem is also, if a wicket or two does fall, we do go into the tail, and that's when the Dolphins will really start crumbling.
So I suppose again and try to take a big swing there, going down to cow region there, and quick a single to end that ball. So yeah, based on the score that the Dolphins might be defending, for me, if they can just go at least, it's tough to hit the boundaries at this stage. If they can just run as hard as possible. I mean, you look at the Lions fielding, and they went 4 out, and they usually don't go 4 out. Not usually, but on the pressure that they've been putting, they would go 2 or 3 out. But yeah, they're trying to defend and protect a good score here. Another dot ball. Yeah. Rasim is bowling very, very well.
Yeah, and she's getting a bit of turn as well, as we see the previous ball, not the one she came down, the one before. Again, hit down towards the long on region. We'll be looking for 2. A bit of a misfield, and they do get back for 2.
It goes back to the Lions fielding here, eh? I mean, when we look at it, it's about 10 runs that they gave already on the misfields. And technically, when we look at the scoreboard here, they should be probably 40 maybe without the misfields. But again, after 15 overs, 55 runs for 5.
Liani Swanepoel to continue from the caller drive end. Still 3 fielders out, a sweeper, long on, and a deep mid wicket.
There he goes, a big shot, and it goes over, and that's a very, very, very first maximum of the day. Yeah, Andrew's intentions, they just quite clear, isn't it? I mean, having a first 6 after the 16th over, yeah, it speaks volumes. But again, it's intentions and how they want to take this game. Like we said, probably 80 is a good score for the Dolphins to defend. That was a very, very brilliant shot.
Swanepoel has been dropping it a bit short. And
there goes another shot, and it goes right on the drop shot, and they go for a second run, and unlucky there.
Andrews did look to use her feet and come down again and go down over long on. She mistimed it, but doesn't carry to the long on field, and they get back for 2. Again, we can see Swanepoel, she's going really back of a length, but her pace isn't backing her up. From the first over, we've seen her go a bit short. And again, just cut away to point, no run. The Dolphins would need to look to capitalize on an over like this. 8 runs off the first 2. Well, with that dot now, 3 balls. So over like this, they'd look to capitalize and take this momentum going into the last 4 after this over.
No, definitely. There goes Swanepoel. Once again, that was a great, good ball. Just on the back of the length, and Andrews had no answers to that ball.
Again, a little bit of worth given by Swanepoel, but Andrews looks persistent to go towards the long on deep mid-wicket region when that was really pitched up outside off stump, and worth given where she could have went through the offside with just one fielder out on the offside.
Here goes another one, hitting it down too long on, and just for one. Yeah, but again, I think Andrews just trying to use, not knowing if the field itself on her long, on a leg side is the shortest boundary. But again, that six just said it all. This is where she wants to hit. And again, when you look at Garden, if she would hit it on the leg side, that's her shortest boundary. And she goes, and there you go. And she's calling in for two, and probably will they get the two? That's a good fielding from a skipper herself to end an over.
Good fielding there down at long on, and that was 10 runs off that over. The most expensive over of the day so far for the Lions, with the Dolphins sitting at 65 for 5 after 16 overs. We can just see the bowling stats here. Really economical bowling by the Lions. Great start to the day by Mkhize and Nettleton, picking up early wickets and putting the pressure on the Dolphins. And the bowlers have followed up quite decently, but like Monde mentioned earlier, not capitalizing on the early wickets and really continuing up in the air, and
Taken.
another wicket falls, taken at mid-off.
And Garden departs for 18 after 29 balls. That was a good knock. I mean, from when we look at the middle order of Dolphins, that was a good clue for the team itself. I mean, having those two figures, including the Klerk there at the top, that was a good knock.
And it was a good option playing with the turn of Raisibe coming down the wicket, looking to go over mid-off, who was in the circle, but she just mistimed it a bit and was just managed to pick out the fielder at mid-off. Zintle Mali comes to the crease now at number 8.
Zintle Mali, the skipper herself, as she wants to take control here. 23 balls left. What do you think, Omar? We did think 8 is a good score here, and sending the skipper herself at number 8. What do you think is a good score here?
I do think, like you mentioned, anything above 85 would be a bonus for the Dolphins. But with Andrew still at the crease, if she can manage to get bat to ball and get at least 2 or 3 more boundaries, it could push the Dolphins up to around 90, or maybe if they really are lucky and Michaela Andrews connects quite a few, close to 100 runs.
No, definitely. When we look at the Dolphins, Dolphin ladies bowling attack, they've got something to defend there, and it's just a matter of time. And here it goes, and she goes for a sweep. It goes back to a 45 region there, just for a dot ball. Rasibi has just been bowling well, eh? I mean, when we look at her figures, 1 wicket, 7 runs for 2 overs, 2.2, good figures.
Raisibe pitched up
There she
again,
goes.
and a chance down. No, that's really good fielding down at deep mid wicket. Almost beat her, but she just manages to palm it back infield, and that's 2 runs to Zintle Mali.
2 runs that has been saved, and it goes back to what I said earlier, that probably the Lions have gave 10 runs. That would be 8 runs that they gave on the field. That was a great fielding. Skipper to skipper. Let's see. There you go. Another sweep shot down to Carl Connor, and picked it up just for 1.
Two deliveries to come to Michaela Andrews. Will she continue looking to attack the bowling of the Lions? field spread quite a bit for her with 4 out. And she goes again up and taken by the keeper. She looked to go across the line there with a deep mid wicket and deep square in place. She just went for a sweep shot and looked to hack it across down to the leg side boundary, but just got a top edge and went straight up and taken by the keeper. Isibe gets a second of the over. As you see there, she does move a bit and look to go to the leg side and top edge and taken by the keeper.
And again, that was a smart bowling from Raisibe. I mean, she looked like she took a wee bit of a pace from that ball, and the eyes of Andrews were just laid up. And that's where the trick was. When you look at that ball there, she just took the pace of the ball. And easy catch for the keeper, and there goes the celebration.
And I think that also gives their hopes of getting close to 90 or even 100 an end to that, because Michaela Andrews was the only one who looked to take the bowling on since Nicole de Klerk, and she departs for a struggling 23. She did get quite a few to the boundary, but she struggled to rotate strikers, even with regardless of getting the ball to the boundary. Those ones and twos are what the Dolphins struggled really from the beginning of the innings, to rotate strike and continue ticking the scoreboard over.
Last ball of an over. And yeah, like you say, I mean, for me, it's just one of those things to say. Are we going to take this game or probably increase our runs on the board with the boundaries, or running between the wickets? And it goes Rasibi once again and just goes down. And she's asking for a second. There he goes, a chance of a run out there. Rasibi. Oh, keeper. Yeah.
The danger was always Yanda Hlubi running back to the keeper's end, but she makes it back in time. Zintle Mali set off early there and called back for 2. And that's good running to end the over. 70 for 7 after 17 overs as we head into the last 3 overs of the innings here.
18 balls left. Here goes our prediction of a score of 80, 85. 18 balls, 10 runs, and Faye comes back from a corner drive end. And when we look at the fielding positions once again, I mean, we still hanging with 4, make it 5 outside now. So we've got, now this is trouble. I don't know, trouble here. Is that correct? We need one more in the inner ring here. Is that correct?
No, 5 out now. Property 20 field here on. It seems like
we still need
off.
one on the inner ring. Now they're both coming in, and we've got sweeper long. Oh, fine
long
leg.
on and long off come into the ring with deep third, deep fine leg, deep mid wicket, and a sweeper out for Faye Cowling. Pitched up, edged away down to deep third man. She looked to hit that away down to the deep mid wicket region, but a thick edge goes down to third man, and Zintle Mali moves on to 4.
And Ayanda should be on strike. Let's just see. I mean, she was playing a great shot yesterday.
Field change here, deep square leg going down, deep mid wicket and deep fine leg coming in, looking to squeeze the field a bit for Ayanda Hlubi.
And only having 3 players outside the ring. There goes the fine leg going back. Good option.
Full and bit of a misfield at mid on. There was a bit of a chance of a run out at the striker's end. But good running between the wickets from the Dolphins there. This is what they lacked the whole innings, running between the wickets, rotating strike and keeping the scoreboard ticking. And they'll be looking to rectify that with this 3 overs and get a target that their bowlers will have a chance of at least defending.
Absolutely, Omar.
with outside off, and again she looks to go to the leg side with a ball that's really wide outside the off stump.
That ball goes for dot ball, and yeah, like you say, Umar, they lacked a wee bit of a running here and there. But again, you look at how Andrews batted. She was more of a boundary hitter instead of running. I mean, when she walked in there, her intentions were just clear to say, I'm just gonna go for boundaries. Before she walked in, we only had 2 boundaries hit in probably 10 overs or 11 overs. So the message was just there, running down to a third man just for one, Zintle Mali, and takes it back to the keeper.
And yeah, with Andrews coming in and looking to go big, you would say that the onus is on the top 6 to at least one of them to bat through to at least the 14th, 15th over. And Gounden did manage to do that once she came in, but she did really struggle. Again, outside the off stump, and Klubi looks to go leg side and misses.
That was
Three of the overs so far with a ball to come, and the Lions still stay with the same field.
Big swing instead of the runnings. I don't know if I make sense here, whereby like a swing, that's it, finds an edge and Gausi give it out straight away. Yeah, the keeper has been brilliant here. 2 catches so far, and yeah, Harling gets her first after 3 overs, and after 2.5 here.
73 for 8 after 18 overs. Again, looking to heave it away to the leg side. This time finds the edge, fake howling, and good take behind the wickets.
Tough scenes for the Dolphin Lions here. Dolphin ladies here. Tough scenes. I don't know. But I think at the end of the day, when we have a low target like this, it's where the fun is, isn't it? When we, rather than having a big total and we know where the game is going, rather than having a low total and we know if it's just a throw of a dice or someone is going to take control of the game, and knowing exactly what they want to do. Yeah. Jade comes in and straight away Mali. Oh, change of bowling.
Raisibe to continue a last over from the golf course end to Zintle Mali. Uses a feet and picks the gap on the leg side. And again, good fielding.
Chance of a run out. 2 run save there. Uma.
Good fielding down there at deep mid wicket again. Good shot by Zintle Mali. The captain will be looking to get her team to a respectable total here with the remaining 12 balls of the innings. And again, picks the gap on the leg side, but this time Jade de Figueiredo looks to come back, but Zintle Mali says no.
Yeah, I mean, so far she has been run all her runs off the bat instead of the boundary. And sitting 8 of 8, she just ran all those 8 runs, isn't it? And yeah, probably she's tired, maybe. But for a bowler's point of view, she shouldn't be. Third ball coming up from Raisibe. And yeah, I'm still standing firm on my target there, Uma. Probably 85, like you said, maybe.
Yeah, 10 balls to go.
Oh, there you go. Been bowled. Raisibe's just been brilliant. Disturb the furniture. Jade goes out for not on a first ball faced.
Raisibe picks up a third of the day. Again on the off stump, looking to sweep away to the leg side, and she goes for no run on her first ball without troubling the scorers. I think she really just should have looked to just get the ball out to a sweeper or a long off region and just give the strike back to Zintle Mali, who looks to be striking the ball quite decently. For 8 balls she's been in.
Agreed. But again, when you look at that single that they took before this ball, there was nothing you can do about it. The field at the boundary was just on the button there. She just saved the two runs there, and another one, she just saved another single there. So all in all, 6 runs. That was a good ball. That was a good ball.
Raisibe to the number 11, Ngobane. Again, she
There goes
looks to
another
sweep up in the air, but
The ball takes the deflection.
Zinhle Molly just stays for a single, even though the ball did spin away and get a bit behind the fielder at deep square leg. Zinhle Molly just settles for the single as she looks to keep strike with 9 wickets down. Just 1 more to go here for the Lions. 8 balls remaining in the innings. Uses a feet and taken at deep mid wicket. Raisibe gets her 4th and a good catch at deep mid wicket as the Dolphins end their innings at 77 all out after 18.4 overs.
Good contest of the Lions here. They were just intent and just straightforward with their plan to say we're just gonna press it down. We get their chance and we just take the game away from them. Right, the second innings, let's just see how it goes.
And I think the Lions did recover quite well. Not really recover, but they put on the squeeze again at the end. As we mentioned earlier, the Lions did start really well. Had the Dolphins at 21 for 4 after the power play, but they did just let Andrews and Gounden get in a bit after that and let them get a bit of runs where they both got into double figures, with Gounden getting 18 and Andrews getting 23. But towards the end, after picking up both those wickets, the Lions did clean up the tail and 77 all out. And I'm sure the Lions will go back into the dressing room now being really happy with their bowling performance.
No, definitely. We look at, but do you think the Dolphins confidence is a bit down here? There's a chance of a defense. I mean, like I said earlier, if we would get the low target game, it's just a throw of a dice here. Again, you look at the scorecard there.
It's been a struggle for the Dolphins batters. The only person who scored more than a runner ball was Nicole de Klerk at the top of the order, getting 10 of 8. Besides that, it's been a bit of a struggle with Gounden at number 5 getting 18 of 30 and Andrews at number 7 getting 23 of 28. Besides that, it's just been single figures and very low strike rates, with the Lions giving away 5 extras. And really the pick of the bowlers was Mkhize, who took the bowling to the Dolphins right up at the top of the order, bowling 4 overs on the trot, picking up 3 wickets for 11 runs after 4 overs. Nettleton supported her from the other end quite well, going for 12 runs in 4 overs and getting a wicket. Komoto Rapu came in, picked up a wicket as well, started with a maiden wicket. Faye Cowling picked up her wicket in a last over, and then Raisibe picking up the most wickets, 4 wickets, going for 16 runs in 3.5 overs. Really cleaned up the tail there towards the end, Raisibe. And the Lions will be chasing 78 runs in the 20 overs at a required run rate of 4.2 to the over. And that will be the innings break now. We will be back shortly for the chase.
Lights.
The stage is set.
Camera.
The shortest format, the biggest thrill.
Action.
Lovely shot. Oh, bullseye. It's taken.
Izano Bukela Amanina Ishala Ikakamba. And remember, entry is free.
The Hollywoodbets Pro Series from 4 October to 15 March.
Remember those blissful long summer days? Dry smoke drifting across the stands. The hiss on the grass banks. And the thrill of getting your hero's autograph? Remember when we came together for more than just cricket? For the rivalries, the banter, and for those moments that brought us all to our feet.
Sensational catch. Right out of the stadium. What a shot that is.
Remember that feeling? It's back. Every team, every format, from the fire of the T20 Challenge to the battles of the One Day Cup. The intrigue of the 4-day series and the brilliance of the Hollywoodbets Pro Series.
Boulder.
This season, it's time to make new memories. Book your ticket to the best of South African domestic action. Head to cricket.co.za for all the details. With hometown pride on the line. Uza nawe.
So tell me, these Proteas, are they talented?
Yeah.
Fierce.
Yeah.
Dynamic. Yeah. Do they have the passion?
That is an outstanding catch.
Yeah.
Is ambition a part of this team?
Yeah.
Do they look unstoppable?
Yeah.
Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Unafraid?
Yeah.
Will they win the Cricket World Cup?
Absolute class from Laura Volkbar.
Oh, that's out of here. Oh, just like that. This is thrilling. It's a jam.
This is unbelievable. This is fantasy cricket.
Join the charge. Support the Proteas women on their journey to World Cup glory.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Dominic Hendricks and I am the captain of the DP World Lions Red Ball team. I think number one, we had a great campaign. We didn't lose a game at home, and I think that was one of the keys to our success last season. The thing that impressed me the most was that we sort of won away from home quite a few times, and yeah, we were highly competitive throughout the campaign. The final was a heated affair. Unfortunately, we couldn't win that outright, and we had to settle for a draw. But I think the big thing was that we managed to get 20 wickets in that game, which was special about the final. To me personally, it's a massive honour. Number one, I think we've done some good things over the last couple of years in terms of our team and our environment, making sure that our culture is really good. So again, looking forward to another successful season, and hopefully the boys can start the campaign off really well. How do we carry the momentum? It's a very difficult question to answer, considering we've got quite a lot of movement this year. So I think the best thing is there is some continuity in terms of a lot of our, a majority of our players are still sort of the same faces that we've seen. So getting the likes of Mitchell, Connor, Josh, those are sort of the leadership guys to sort of carry the momentum that we had from last season, and try and get us off to a good start come this Thursday.
And we're back between the Hollywoodbets Dolphins and the DP World Lions. A very good start. Very good bowling, by the way, by the DP World Lions, having bowled out the Dolphins, who they lost to yesterday, cheaply today in the T20 game, just needing a target of 78 to win the game. So you would expect that the Lions will win this game. Conditions haven't changed much. It's still a bit gloomy. Opening the bowling. Gloomy. Bit of outswing to start off with. Just looking at the field, there's a one slip, which we didn't see at all during the spell of the DP World Lions. It had no slip, but the Dolphins do know if they're gonna get any chance to win this game, they're gonna have to pick up cricket on their regular. So they are attacking a little bit, which is good to see. We got one slip, and in the first power play, they got a third man and a fine leg on the boundary. That's it so far. Should be just back of the length this time around. Better length, I think. Landsman and Molefe to open the batting for the DP World Lions, and they both off the mark with a single each. Landsman with one, and Molefe with one. And Shlubi just going for 2 runs so far. A bit short at first. There goes Ruby. Big shout. Big shout. Not out, umpire says. Not given. Just having another look at that. I would imagine it's because of the length. And usually the Wanderers is a bit of a bouncy surface. So no lag first up. But another decent delivery by Shlubi. No room given. Pretty straight. This time driven to the covers. No run there. Slightly full up. But again, I think the Hollywoodbets Dolphins women will know for them to win this game, they need to pick up wickets. I can't see them defending 76 after 20 overs. We'll see how it goes so far. The Lions, no wickets down. 2 runs off the first over. Single down to third man. So just 3 runs so far off the first over. Shlubi so far, just 3 runs off this over, off the bat as well. Molefe, 1 of 1 on the last delivery. Still got a slip. Third man's back into the circle now. There's a change in the field. There's only the fine leg on the boundary. You're allowed 2, but the Dolphins have decided they don't need 2 on the boundary. So there goes the first over. Just 3 runs off it. No wickets down, luckily, for the Lions. And a steady start. Just needing a run rate of 3.9 per over to win this game here. Open the bowling on the corner drive end. Jay Di Figueiro. I'm struggling with this name, sorry. It certainly is Jade Di Figueiro. I think I got it right. Yes. He's about to go. Again, they are employing the same tactics that the Lions did in terms of their bowling attacks from the corner drive end for the Dolphins. And first ball coming up. 2 landsmen. The slipping pace again, which I like. Power play says 2 on the boundary. Short. 2 on the boundary. With a fine leg and a car corner on the boundary for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. Not here by myself, of course. I'm here with Umar again. So far, pretty Nothing too exciting to talk about in terms of the approach of the Lions. Sweep shot. Going down to fine leg. How many runs they're going to get? They're coming back for 2. No harm done. Good runs.
Good running between the wickets there, and little bit down leg from Jade de Figueiredo, and the Dolphins will be looking to be as tight as possible, defending a low total as 77. They won't look to give much easy runs.
What happened there?
She's bowled, went back to a ball on the off stump, and she completely missed it. I think that just went on with the angle instead of turning away, because I think Madison Landsman played for the turn, but it just went straight on and it toppled the off stump.
Yeah, being a left-arm spinner, you would expect the ball to turn away from the right-hander. But we've seen that this wicket hasn't offered a lot of turn for the spinners. It's going with the hand, and she misread the length. And more importantly, she misread the line and getting bowled. So they pick up their first wicket. 5 for 1. That's a good start here for the Dolphins. What they will need, again, they're not going to be worried too much about the run rate needed or whatnot. The only way they can win this game, I reckon, they're going to have to pull the Lions out. So the taking wickets is going to be big for them.
And that's a much needed breakthrough for the Dolphins. It will give them a boost, a bit of hope. And Tiara Ramlakan into the crease at number 3.
Yeah, good start here for the left-arm spinner.
And that was a much better delivery. Her first ball was pitched really short. Her second one was down leg. And that was a really good follow-up delivery where she'll want to be for the remainder of her over, hitting the off stump with a slip in place as well.
Full toss, not taking advantage of. As we said, even in this over, like you said, in the first couple of deliveries went great. She picks up a wicket of a very good delivery. That was expected to turn by the batter, but it didn't turn. And gives away a full toss for the first. A run after that, picking up a wicket. Better this time around, length and line.
And the Dolphins bowlers will have to be disciplined throughout the innings if they want to give themselves a chance to defend this target.
Ooh, there goes the shout. Umpire says not out. I think again, no turn on offer. Maybe going with the arm and missing leg stump. That's what I reckon the umpire was seeing over there. But nonetheless, a very good over. Very good.
Good over by the Dolphins there, as we see. Again, that just went on with the arm, and it's like Monday said, it probably is missing the leg stump. But yeah, the Dolphins will have to remain disciplined. They haven't given themselves a target where they have runs to play with. So any bad ball, any boundary ball will eat into the runs and will get the Lions closer to this low target of 78. Sinclair Marley into the attack now from the golf course end. A change of bowling for the Dolphins.
Bit of a surprise. Only bowling 1 over. If you in contrast with the Lions. It's Handa Fluby. Sorry, our mistake. She goes on for a second over. Ooh, good start. First over went for 3. Second over, the first delivery, a good one. Play and miss by Molefe.
That's a really good line in length to bring the batsman forward to, and with a slip in place, she'll be looking to get the outside edge, because we've seen the ball move around this morning, and as we see there, little bit of movement, and Molefe does well just to get a bat out the way there and let that run through to the keeper.
Oh, another good delivery. There's a slip in place. Another play and miss by Molefe. So a very good start here behind Fluby. First over win for 3, as I said earlier. So far so good in the second over. She'll be disappointed. She hasn't picked up a wicket just yet. Couple of plays and misses here and there.
And quite an interesting field here for the Dolphins. The only fielders on the leg side are mid-on and deep fine leg. No one square of the wicket. No square leg, no mid-wicket.
packed the offside, haven't they? Oh, again, a bit too straight for that field.
Uses the feet well and into the body, and like I just mentioned, no fielders there, no square leg, no mid wicket, and a vacant leg side region is pierced by Neo Molefe for a first boundary as she moves on to 5.
Yeah, also we spoke earlier on about how Mkhize for the Lions bowled to her field. She was really good. This is not bowling to your field if you bowl him that straight and that short, which opens up the leg side, and as you said, there's only a fine leg protecting the leg side. So your disciplines as a bowler have to be really good. Goes another one. A bit too straight again. Fuller this time around. Molefe says thank you. Hlubi over pitches. She started off this over so well. Her last 2 deliveries not so good, and she's not bowling to her field. I think there will be a change in the field now after those first 2 deliveries. The last 2, sorry. And they're going to keep a cow corner. It seems finally it's coming up into the circle. Which is, I would have thought maybe they would just pack someone, maybe put someone at mid-wicket, or Slip's gone out now again because of how this over has gone. Started off so well.
So that vacant region on the leg side where there was no mid-wicket and square leg is now filled by what was a slip and a gully. Slip moving to square leg and the gully moving to mid-wicket. So deep mid-wicket and deep third man in place.
Going up, gone. After 2 boundaries, Molefe was coming along very nicely. She nicks one to the keeper. Hlubi comes back quite nicely after conceding 2 boundaries in her second over. Might they pick up a second wicket? Down to easy catch here, sorry, for the wicket keeper. It was short, it was wide. She was trying to run it down to third man because the third man runs up in the circle.
She finally fixes her line, which took 2 boundaries, cost 8 runs off the over, and removed the slips. And with the slip out of place, she's found the edge, and luckily it went straight to the keeper and not where the slip was. So Neo Molefe goes for 9 runs off 7 balls as the Dolphins pick up their second wicket.
Yeah, we talked about how if the Dolphins are going to have any chance of winning this game, they're going to have to pick up some wickets, and they picked up 2 so far in the first power play, just into the third over. So they'll be feeling really good about how they've started so far in terms of taking wickets. 2 in 3 overs is good if you're defending, especially a total that's short of 78.
Yeah, and what the Dolphins need to do now is just continuously hit a good line in length and look to pick up wickets, but without giving those 1 or 2 bad balls in the over, because the Lions requiring just more than 4 and over, and currently scoring close to 5 and over. So they just need to restrict the runs and keep picking up wickets at regular intervals.
Big shout. Not given.
Good hand by the keeper there, which would have gone down to deep third man for a single. Really good hand there. And just hitting Jenna Evans quite high as a good ball to end the over by Ayanda Hlubi. 8 runs off it, but a wicket.
Yeah, I knew better in Jenna Evans. Got a big shout against her in the first ball that she faced, but no harm done there. 13 for 2. If you look at what happened yesterday, the Dolphins winning in that 50 over game between these 2 teams, you would have thought maybe the confidence of winning that first game for the Dolphins would have helped, but today with that bet they were disappointing.
Yeah, they did really well yesterday to get close to 250 in their 50 over
246,
game.
yeah, and de Klerk got 80 yesterday. Courtney Golden got 45. Connor Naidu got 22 and 29. So they batted very well yesterday, but today somehow they've been, they've struggled. We know they got bowled out for 77. And they're going to need to take some wickets to win this game, I reckon, because we're not going to get to the 20th over, I don't think.
Swept away down to deep square leg for a single. And that's a good shot by Tiara Ramlakan. Was struggling to get off the mark on the first 4 balls, and similarly to the Dolphins, where they played themselves into a hole where they struggled to rotate struggle to get boundaries, and that led them to falling throughout the middle overs.
Again, that's a better line, that one. And there's no width on offer because there's no turn on offer on this wicket. So everything is going with the arm so far. Still got a slip in. And the sole fielder who's on the boundary. And the square leg. Oh, and there's a car corner. Sorry, there we go. Big heave. It's up in the air. Will they take it? Doesn't get there. Doesn't get there. That's 2 runs taken. A bit of luck for the Lions.
Had 3 fielders converging on that. Just went over extra cover's head. Cover ran around and put a dive in, but wasn't able to get there. As we see, good effort, but wasn't able to get there in time. And Jenna Evans off the mark, getting 2 runs for that.
Better again with the line, the length. They didn't quite put that drop down. By the way, the Dolphins, they didn't get to it. But yesterday they did drop 4. Oh, it's pulled. There's the car corner there. Not going to be able to stop it. That's gone for another boundary for the DP World Lions. And that's a much needed boundary after a bit of a slow start as well, having lost 2 wickets in this first power play. But eventually they get the ball to the boundary. A bit short. Pulled away nicely by Evans. That's a nice way for them to end the 4th over.
I think that was really well played by Evans with the left arm orthodox, generally turning the ball away. She's identified that the ball's going straight on with the arm and no turn really on offer. So she got back well and pierced the gap through mid-wicket and cow corner for a good boundary to end the over as the Lions move on to 20 for 2 after 4 overs, scoring at 5 and over.
Yeah, again, they didn't get to that ball, but yesterday the Dolphins, in terms of their fielding on the outfield, dropped 4 catches. Today they can't afford to drop any catches because of the total they got, a very small total of 77. You got to take every opportunity you get here to try squeeze and get some wickets and win this game for the Dolphins. Slip in, which I like.
And now a change of bowling. Zintle Mali comes into the attack from the golf course end. And a wicket off a first ball. Diara Ramlakan goes back to what was a foolish delivery and an inside edge as the off stump goes flying out the ground. First wicket into the attack. Zintle Mali picks up another wicket for the Dolphins as they get their 3rd wicket of the innings.
Yeah, exactly what the doctor ordered. I think she misread the length a little bit. Tried to pull it, was looking for power, but takes off the off stump. Another very good start here for Zintle Mali for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. Picking up a wicket in her first delivery. As we said, the only chance I think that they win this game is if they keep taking wickets. And they're doing that. 3 wickets down in the first power play. So good work here by the bowlers for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. There'll be a bit of nervousness with the Lions now with having lost those 3 wickets.
Yeah, and I think the Lions do need one of their top 5 to be able to bat through to the end of seeing them out to get this target, because that's what the Dolphins lacked from their top order and their middle order. None of them were able to bat through and continuously rotate, strike and get fluidity throughout their innings. So the Lions do need something like that, as we see Sunette Falyun Low come in at number 5 for the Lions, the experienced campaigner for the Lions.
Yeah, there we go. Mkhize again picking up a wicket with her first delivery. You better. Sunette Falyun Low. She's going to be facing Mali after picking up a wicket off the first delivery. Again, I like the Dolphins' field. They are attacking. Slip in there still. 5 leg, 3rd man. Only 2 fielders out on the boundary in this first power play. There goes Mali. I feel like she had an opportunity there. With Shorty was wide. Not the best delivery to follow up, picking up a wicket, off your first ball. Sunette Falyun Low will think that she missed out on an opportunity to get off the strike with the boundary.
Yeah, a little bit of worth given. What I've noticed from the Dolphins is their follow-up deliveries after the wickets have not been up to the standard they'd want to, giving the new batsman their first delivery.
Oh, again, full toss. Not too much damage done there. I think, again, For Yun Low, we feel like she's missed out on 2 deliveries. One was short and wide. She missed that one. Full toss on your legs. Should have put that away for a boundary. Only a single 2 fine leg. But the pressure, I think it's telling. Picking up 3 wickets here, the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. Very good start. Coach will be very happy how they've started off so far.
That's a good shot by Jenna Evans. Full on the middle stump, and she just paddles that away down to the vacant square leg region for a second boundary of the innings. That's a really good shot. It wasn't a bad delivery. It was a good delivery pitched up on around middle stump. It was a bit, you could say, too straight, but that was really well played, because if she does miss that, she's definitely plumb in front. So to time that to perfection in the gap where there's no fielder, where we see slip moves out into the vacant square leg region, as they now do have a square leg in place.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too early to take a slip out, especially given the circumstances. Overpitched this time. Beautiful drive by Evans, and that's gone for another boundary. Picked up a wicket of the first ball, but ever since then, not too good. Overpitched, driven nicely, another boundary. The Lions are off. 29 for 3 so far. We've still got one more ball left of this over.
Really good shot there. Pitched up and driven straight down the ground. A lovely shot by Jenna Evans for a second boundary of the over, and which is turning out to be quite an expensive over with one delivery to come. Zintle Molly has gone for 9 so far.
Pulls out. I'm not too sure what the reasoning that was. Maybe just her run-up wasn't quite right. One delivery left. 9 runs off it, but with a wicket. Again, down on one knee. Caught this time at fine leg. Getting down on one knee, trying to sweep. A very good delivery to end your over. It was a bit expensive. Yes, they picked up a wicket off the first ball, but now 2 wickets for 9 runs off this over. And pressure is building. The Lions have lost 4 wickets within the first power play. It's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Jenna Evans looks quite distraught at losing a wicket in that way. It was a ball that was straying down leg. She did well to get down on one knee and paddle that down, but unfortunately she only manages to pick out the fielder at deep fine leg as the Lions lose their 4th wicket, and we aren't even at the end of the power play. The Lions are scoring well at 6.3 to the over, but with 4 wickets down and the required run rate now only sitting at 3.3 to the over, they do need one of their batters to bat through and be able to see them towards this target.
Yeah, I get it. Not the greatest of deliveries. We've seen quite a few catches or mishaps by the batters, including the Dolphins' batting, where not the greatest of deliveries, but they pick up a wicket. And again, it was 4, was leg side-ish. But again, picks up another wicket there for Mali. 2 of her first over.
The Figueiredo to continue from the Kohler drive end to Falyun Low. Last over of the power play. Still have a cow corner in place, and now a long on drops back as we see square leg come into the ring. As we see deep square leg come into the ring to square leg. No slip in place for the Figueiredo for a 3rd over now.
Full toss. Not taking advantage of. Just 1 run off it. Not a best start, but again, another delivery that should have been put away. It's a packed offside field, so it's not very easy to penetrate that side of the field. There's a change in field now to Rasibe. Square leg on the boundary, long on, up in the circle. Still only got, there's a car corner still do it. There's the 2 fielders out on the yawn side who are on the boundary in this first power play. Yeah, in the air, but there's no one close to that delivery, to the ball that is. So going down on one knee there, Raisibe, but unfortunately or fortunately for the Dolphins, the top edge doesn't land to any fielders out there.
I think what we've been looking for, we've seen a bit of turn there from Jay De Figueiredo.
Yeah, you're right. Certainly is a bit of grip and turn now, but pulled away a bit short this time and got to the boundary once again for the Lions. They're picking up boundaries here and there. They need them. They are losing wickets, 31 for 4 into the 6th over, the last over of the power play.
And with the Dolphins picking up wickets in regular intervals, they aren't helping themselves with the boundaries they're giving away. Really short, bad ball put away, well controlled by Sunetfel Low.
Yeah, might be a wide. It's going down leg once again. I'm not sure if that started off the pad. We'll just see from the umpire. Yeah, leg buys. 2 runs. A little bit too straight by Figueiredo.
Again, getting away with it there with no short fine leg in place. Any bat on that, and that is going down to the boundary. So
yeah, maybe perhaps because there is a bit of turn on offer now for the spinners. The first couple of overs, she was really good. She started off outside off stump, but because there was no turn, there was no width for the batters. But there is a bit of turn now. I think she's changed her line. She's a bit straighter now because there is a bit of turn. That's a much better delivery. Umpire says gone. Picks up another wicket. That's the 5th one gone. 36 for 5. Figueiredo picks up her 2nd wicket in her last over. Sorry, in her 3rd over. And it's a very good finish here to the over.
much better line there, pitching outside the off stump, and there we see again the little bit of turn. Raisibe uses her feet, and good stumping by the keeper there, quick hands, as the 5th wicket goes down for the Lions. They're in the power play at 36 for 5 after 6 overs, going at 6 and over, but the wickets are falling quite frequently now.
Next batter up, Faye Cowling, 36 for 5. The DP World lines out. Bit of trouble here. Dolphins looking really, really good, picking up wickets on a regular. It's exactly what they want. And Carla Andrews into the attack. Had a decent day in terms of her batting today. If you look at what the Hollywoodbets Dolphins did put up of 77. She wasn't too bad with the bat. She comes back with the bowling now into the 7th over, her first over, sorry. So far so good, Donald.
No.
For the Hollywoodbets Dolphins.
Yeah, no, so far so good. Like I said earlier, when we look at the low total game, it's just the drama. And again, with the Dolphins having a good bowling attack, it was never going to be easy. Like that ball going down, and the umpire says no. Probably they're going to take.
It was a big shot. Big shot. Umpire haven't given much today. They've been very good. Having a look at this one, I'm assuming a bit of I thought it was a bit of height.
Yeah, but it was
good shot.
Slightly sliding down the leg there, probably.
I just came back off the seam, but I think it was a very good shot. I think the umpire might have had some trouble. I'm just looking at this field. It's not very common when you play in one-day cricket, but there is no third man. So the disciplines of Makala Andrews had to be really good in terms of not giving with outside or stuff. I mean, it's very unusual, and it's very unique.
Probably the plan is to bowl straight and be.
It has to be.
Over.
Yeah, it has to be with this field.
And again, it just has to be a bat and ball, a ball and bat, just to be hit instead of guiding the ball and run it down to a third man. Obviously, there's no protection down there. Like that.
Better delivery, nice and straight. We talked about bowling to your field, and Kize did that very well, opening for for the DP World Lions. Very straight and bold to her field. So Carla Andrews has to have the same discipline and be able to keep the line, especially.
Definitely. But what do you think the challenge is here Monday? Is it the ball off the deck, or is it the pitch like that? Is it the batter not playing what they're supposed to be playing? Or, I mean, there's a lot of questions. I mean, sitting here, similarly to the Dolphins ladies, where probably after 6 overs they were sitting on 4 wickets or 5 wickets down. Is there something on that pitch, Monday? I don't know. I just cannot put my finger on it to say there's a challenge. Weather maybe, but the sun is up like that. And chance there, it just goes into the gap for probably 2, and scraping the second one, just like that.
Bit of luck there for Faye Cowling as well. Outside edge, went over the infield, luckily for her. Again, no third man on offer. I don't think this wicket is a wicket where you can get 77. I think they should have got a lot more. It's a decent wicket. There isn't much on it. There isn't much turn earlier on. There wasn't much nip either, or swing. I think generally just bad batting and decent bowling by the Lions. Gone for another boundary. 2 straight this time around by Andrews. She started off so well. Started off very well, but the last delivery was a bit too full, too straight, and put away for another much-needed boundary, this time by Faye Cowling. Over. 41 for 5. 45 for 5, sorry. The Lions are chasing 77 of total.
78 balls
78,
left.
sorry, yeah, sorry, 78
balls.
to target, yeah.
Now, 78 balls left for 33 to win. Are they going to get this before 10th over? Maybe. I mean, at the rate that they batting, is just looks like they just want to get this over and done. But again, on the other side, the Dolphin ladies, they're just looking to press the button here. And I mean, with getting the change of bowler coming from the Collett drive, and Naidu on the attack.
Yeah, new bowler coming into the attack again here for the Dolphins. Good start. Left, right arm, leg break. So Naidu replacing Figueiredo, who had a very good start. Picked up a wicket as well. Second 2 wickets he picked up in her spell. Again, a bit of width, not much width, sorry, but the packed offside. So what she doesn't want to give away, because we've seen a bit of turn on this wicket now all of a sudden, doesn't want to give away any width. She wants to start pretty straight, and if it doesn't turn, maybe get LBW bowled, but if it does turn, just protect the offside.
No, definitely. And you look at that shot, it goes pierced straight to extra cover for 4. Definitely Falyun. She's on the roll here. She's on the roll, and like you said, there's probably a 10 there. I mean, with her action Monday, I'm probably thinking, correct me if I'm wrong here, the wrong one. Will Falyun going to pick that one up?
Again, a bit short, a bit of width, and off it down. They've got a sweeper on the offside now. They did change the field because of the last delivery. They went to the boundary. So a bit of protection on the boundary and the offside.
Four balls that Naidu has bowled, and she went for 5 runs so far. But again, it has been a good game. Take nothing the mistakes that the Lions have made in the first innings on the field. But again, it's just that we can see the idea of a T20 coming from the head coach. Good shot.
Down on one knee. Sweep shot. There's a car corner and a square leg on the boundary on the onside. She finds the gap. And that's another boundary. The Lions are starting to look comfortable. Cowling starting to pick up. Batting 10 of 6 deliveries. 54 for 5 now. They've got down to 24 to win. Nice and straight again by Naidu, but very good batting by Cowling. An all-rounder, by the way. And talking about players like A. Cowling, who's very young, again in the air.
Chance. Oh. Just fell short.
Yeah, I
there.
couldn't quite get there. Fortunately for Cowling, unfortunately for Naidu.
End of over. That over went for 9. No wicket, make it.
Yeah, it was an expensive over. 9 runs off it, no wicket taken at all. Had some chances, especially that last delivery, weren't taken. So again, still a very tight game, but this partnership, I think, is gone for. That was what was missing in general from the innings of the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. No partnerships whatsoever. And this partnership here between Cowling and Phil Low seems to be growing a little bit.
Probably, I don't know. Probably if the Dolphin ladies, if they can just go back to a restart button and get Luby on the attack here, just to throw a cat on the pigeon, maybe get the wicket here, we might have a happy and a sad ending here, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, just to have something. I mean, the lines that Andrews has been bowling is quite been tight like that, right? But again, it goes back to no protection on a offside, just down here on the third man.
Yeah, again, with the third man out, which is third man not out, with no third man,
Being there.
you're not pulling to a field short and wide. I think Sunet Phil Yunlo will know she missed out on that one as well. Was short, he was wide. All you gotta do is open the face of the bat. That's gone down to the boundary, to the vacant third man. Better line this time around, bit straighter, pulling to the field.
Yeah, you look at again Monday. You look at again with the Dolphin ladies. I think something special needs to be given here. I don't know, a run out maybe. If the ladies can get a run out, spectacular catch, just to get their groove back. And I mean, it looks like it's an N1 direction going one direction here for the Lions.
Certainly was a good start for Hollywoodbets Dolphins, picking up 5 wickets in that first power play, but now it's gone a bit quiet with this partnership. It's exactly what the Lions will want, not what the Dolphins will want. They don't want any partnership.
Absolutely. And yeah. Andrews on that attack once again and goes to Strace, and there's a shot there, maybe umpire, nothing.
Yeah, not given.
Not interested.
Haven't seen too many given today so far in terms of LBWs by the umpires. I think that was going down leg. Looked a bit straight. Yeah, down leg. You can see by the keeper. I think, again, Carling will feel like she missed out on that one. Quite full leg side. Yes, there is protection. There's 3 on the boundary on the onside. Again, a bit straight. But straight to the mid-wicket. So bowling to your field after maybe the first 2 deliveries weren't quite there, but she come back nicely with her line, more importantly.
And when you look at her alignment with Andrews, I mean, it's straightforward that she's just bowling to her field. Nothing, she's not even interested in bowling for stump or anything because there's no protection there. And she's just going, see, like that one.
Again, with an offer. That was the last delivery of that over. Just heard again on that line. But not too much damage done. 2 runs off it, and that's the end of the 9th over.
59 for 5 after 9 overs. And yeah, we're sitting on 66 balls, 19 runs to win to the ladies, to the Lions, women's. And yeah, it's a tricky game. Like I said, I'm still stuck on the pitch Monday. Is it the good bowling both sides? Is it not?
No, like as I said earlier, there's no demons in the pitch. I think it's just a bit of bad batting by the batters from both sides, and good bowling, of course. But we've seen quite a few wickets taken with not the best of delivery. So bit of misfortune, and maybe the batters not taking the opportunities as well. Naidu to continue.
Honestly, at this time and moment, I just don't understand or probably see the Dolphins coming back. But I don't even understand their plan here. Yes, you ball into your field and it goes down to 4. Viljoen just hit that down to deep square leg.
Yeah, put away nicely again. Bad ball. Full toss. And there's two fielders on the onside. They're protecting the boundary. That's a square leg and the car corner. But this time around, the square leg couldn't stop it from getting to the boundary. So another good boundary here for the DP World Lions. And this partnership is growing quite nicely. Partnership of 27. And they were in a bit of trouble. You felt like the Dolphins had a really good chance after 5 wickets were taken when Culling walked onto the wicket. But so far, this partnership, yeah, it's been a bit damaging.
Definitely. And Monday, I don't know. Probably that's something that the Dolphins were lacking on. Building partnerships. Yes, it was more of the runs, but they were lacking partnerships. Even though there was something that was promising, but they just didn't take their opportunities when they Viljoen just run it down to the sweeper for 1.
Yeah, that's the end. Wait, my mistake, sorry. 1 delivery left in this over. Changing field. Long off. Onto the boundary. The sweeper on the offside comes back into the circle. So a packed offside field again. Big shout. Umpire gives it. They break this partnership. We talked about how dangerous and how good this partnership was for the DP World Lions. And now, Naidu picks up a wicket in her last delivery of her second over. It's a much needed wicket here for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. And this partnership again was very dangerous, but is broken by Naidu. A 6 wicket down after the 10th over. 64 for 6. Needing a further 14 runs here. It still would back the Lions to win this game with 14 runs needed, but it could be a nervous finish.
No, definitely. But again, like I said, if the Dolphins get the wicket here, it's more like throwing a pigeon, throwing a cat into the pigeon here, and just to get that dugout shaking, and get those ladies thinking. 14 runs, a lot of runs to get, and 60 balls, still a lot of balls to get those 14 runs.
Yeah, with that, it looks like there might be another change in the bowling. Just waiting to see if there is officially a change in the bowling. Yeah, Makala Andrews out of the attack. Keeper at the wicket. So that's a spinner coming into the bowling again here for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. Gubani. Sisanda comes into the attack. And just needing 14 runs here, the DP World Lions. They don't need to take any risk of winning this game. They just need to be not looking for boundaries unless the ball is there to hit. Just keep going to your singles. There's only 14 runs. There's so many overs left in this game. They should win this comfortably.
But again, by the looks of the field, it's Gubani should just drop it there to be hit. But again, singles is the way to go for the Lions. And if they can just keep it steady and going just like that, if they can get a wicket here, it would be something else. 4 good balls for the Dolphins, 13 runs to get for the Lions. 60 balls altogether for the Dolphins. Great bowling from Gubani. For me, it's just they took off the pace on both sides and it's just being asked to be hit.
Good line, good length. 1 off it though. That's all they need. And the DP World Lions. A couple of easy singles here and there, rotating the strike. And needing 12 runs to win. Still another 9 overs left. So they should win this comfortably. No need to take any risk. Bit of width on offer. Pierces the offside. Only one person on the boundary. That's going to go for another boundary. It's a very, very good boundary. Viljoen Low picks up another one. She's on 23 at the moment. She's doing a really good job here for the DP World Lions. Bit of width on offer. Pierces the offside. Another boundary.
Almost there for the Lions. 8 runs to get of 56 balls.
Yeah. I'm also, if I'm not the DP World Lions, sorry, the Hollywoodbets Dolphins, I'm bringing everybody in.
There's nothing to...
If it goes for 4, yeah, but try squeeze and pick up wickets here and there. I'm bringing everybody in into the circle here and try to force them to make you play a shot over the top or something. Maybe pick up a wicket here by an error made by the batter. So far, it's been very this over anyway. It's been some easy boundaries because the deliveries haven't all been great.
Probably if that can happen when you end of over, 71 for 6 after 11 overs. But for me, Monday is you look at Felyun, she's in, she's settled, and she's trying to take this game away. And with her partner on the other side, that's a skipper, Homotorapo. Oh no, pardon me. On the other side, Homotorapo, she's a 50 over skipper. But on the other side, that's a senior role that she will be taking to end an over. Again, like I said, if they can just go back to a restart button and get the seamers back on attack and see what they can get out of it.
Switching ends, Ziltia Mali, she started off from the golf course end, picked up 2 wickets for 9 runs, only 1 over. And surprisingly, they yanked out the attack to bring a spinner back onto that side, but she just switched ends. Coming back from the quarter drive end after 1 over, she's just fixing a field roll kick. I think she realized that she has never third man. No fine leg, which is actually, again, pretty strange. This time there is a third man, but no fine leg for Ziltia Mali. So her lines are going to have to be pretty...
straightforward.
Well, not too straight. Pretty much hitting all stump or the 4th stump, more or less. Don't want to give away width, but also what you don't want to do is be too straight. Another single taken.
Tough task for the Dolphins here. I mean, it has been a good start, but sometimes it's not how you start.
6 needed. Yeah, we're thinking the next 2 overs, this game might be done. Intlamari into a second ball in this over. Bit of a misfield by the keeper. Confusion between the 2 batters, but no run taken. And no damage done there.
Dot ball.
I think she was just trying to open the batter, run it down to 3rd man.
Yeah, I think she's just trying to give Felyun a strike. Felyun low. A strike because there's a 3rd ball that has she faced so far. And I don't think the confidence is there, but the finishing of the game, it's like that.
Might be a wide. Umpire says not a wide. Lots of room on offer. Bit of width. But
it's probably batting on the off stump, and I don't know if like that. So she's probably
getting some nice swing at and bit of shape as well, going away from the right-hander. So want to start off in terms of a line that ball, pretty much a no stump, 4th stump, and if it does swing good it's good. But if it doesn't, maybe squeeze in a bit. This time a bit too straight, a little bit more confusion between the 2 batters. But again, no damage done this time around. A little bit straight with the fine leg, not there.
Six runs to get of 50 balls. So, like you said, Monday, probably this game should be done by the next over.
Or 2, yeah.
Or 2. So, yeah, I mean, it has been a great T20. Low target game. As expected. More wickets to fall. Good shot.
With an offer, yeah. Again, she'll feel like she missed out on that one. There was with an offer. Didn't capitalize. She is the new batter. Just maybe getting used to the surface and trying to find her timing. I think maybe just running it down to 3rd man for 1 would have been the thing to do and get Felyun low on the strike. She's been there for a while and she's batting really well. Last ball coming up.
Change of field as she takes a square leg down to deep and brings in a third man into the inner ring.
Yeah, sweeper on the offside, they're coming into the circle. Long on, going onto the boundary now. So very much a leg side field, which tells me they're going to try to go as straight as possible. And they've got the protection on the onside of 3 fielders. But the line doesn't say so. Good delivery though. Player miss. That's the end of the 12th over. 72 for 6. So far so good for the DP World Lions. And the way we expect it to go, it's going to be 1-1 in this series. They lost the 50 over game yesterday. It looks like they're going to win this game today. A bit of a draw.
Pressure's been built, yeah. It looks like, after getting some couple of dot balls to Rapo, a wee bit of a pressure has been built here. And again, change of bowler on the golf course end. Oh, it's still Andrews. Beg your pardon?
Yeah, she's back into the attack. They pulled her out from Gubani and switched theirs.
Which my suggestion was they could have threw Tubi in the mix and have 2 seamers in to bowl to Rapo.
Try to run it down to third man, but no luck on offer. Straight to the short third man. No fine leg once again.
No fine leg.
Boundary riders. You got a car corner, long on, long off, and a sweep on the offside.
Andrews is bowling it just like that. So the whole point, what I'm seeing here, like I said, if they can just build pressure on one side, obviously the numbers, they don't beg them. To say if they were sitting, they could have get 40 runs more on the board to be bowling on the non-striker like Rapo, who is not so confident to go over the top, rather than running and probably defending and give Falyun some strike. Just like that.
Picks up another wicket. That's the 7th one. I feel like it's a little bit too late, but they pick up another one, which might make the DP World Lions change a bit nervous here. 7 down. We've still got Falyun low. I'll be banking on her to try to take them home, but so far, 7 wickets down, needing just 5 runs to win this game. Could be an exciting end. If they pick up another wicket quite shortly before they get to that total, might make some people. What the wicket they will want to certainly is Falyun low. Well, she's a danger batter here. If they get her somehow, it could be an interesting end to this game.
The plan is quite clear with the Dolphin Lions, and my thing is to bowl to the non-striker, stay away from Falyun low, and give a single, open the field, give a single, and then bowl as hard as possible to the non-striker.
Yeah, and with that, because I looked at the field just before that ball. There were still a lot of people on the boundary. They weren't squeezing as much because the batter was struggling to get runs.
Now you look at the new batter, and they pushed out the sweeper.
I wouldn't even have a sweeper. I would have a slip for sure. Long on, long off would be up in the circle for me. If I'm gonna have anybody on the boundary, maybe I'll have they don't have a fine leg at all. But maybe I'll have a square leg and a fine leg and bowl as straight as possible.
That's the whole point.
And let them make their run. But again, they've brought in the long on and long off into the circles, which is good. What you asked for.
But again, there's no slip in place.
There's a short fine leg now. There's no slip in place, yes, and the square leg comes in, so nobody on the boundary. That's the line she wants to bowl. Quite straight. Don't give anything away. No width enough at all, but not too straight either, and the length has to be really good.
Bear in mind, we still have the skipper bowling from the Collar Drive. Mali coming from the Collar Drive, and I think with her pace, she would be pushing Middleton back and probably get her wicket. So maybe a chance of.
That's easy runs. Wait, no wide. Sorry, that came off the pad. I thought it was straight down leg. Sorry, just brushed the pad then. Good work by the keeper. Yeah, just coming off the pad. Just a little brush.
I thought that was a wide for a second. But again, good game Monday. Good game.
Good line, good length once again. Squeezing, not giving away any easy singles. Almost the end of the over, end of the 13th over. 73 for 7. Needing just 5 runs to win this game. The DP World Lions. But it's been a good game so far. And with that,
Probably little Falyun. Falyun, she's just one hit away. And looking to get this game over and done. And it's just going to be one of those games where we're going to have a dramatic ending. Where we're going to have a dramatic ending if we're going to get 3 good balls or 2 hit to get this inning, to get this game over and done with. But again, Mali on the attack and Falyun Low standing up outside her crease. Running it down down to a third man. Is she going to come back for a 2? Yes, there's a chance of a 2 as easy as you can get. Welcome back, Omar.
Thank you, Donald. No ball signal there by the umpire, so
missed that.
Just brings it down now to 3 more runs needed for the Lions. Sunette Falyun Low showing what the Dolphins needed in the middle of the innings, where they had quite a bad collapse.
Yeah, I know, definitely. But again, how Falyun Low has been taking this game and her innings, compiling her innings, it has been good to watch. And the way she's been playing, and you can see she's not putting a pressure on her shoulders. It's more like playing the game and the ball the way it's supposed to be played. And there's nothing special that she's doing rather than playing the ball on merit. Except for that one ball that she wanted to end things. But again, that was a booming drive and a big sweep.
Yeah, looking to finish it in style there, but she scored pretty well, more than a runner ball, which none of the Dolphins batters were able to do. All of them getting, besides de Klerk, getting out with a strike rate under 100. So that's what has carried the Lions through, very close to this target, regardless of their collapse in the middle of the innings. Cut away, down to sweeper just for a single, as it's down now to 2 more runs for the Lions.
And a chance of getting a wicket here, maybe? Throw over dice. What do you see?
With 2 more runs, I don't think the Dolphins really have much of a chance, regardless with there being 3 wickets left. But yeah, as mentioned, the Lions did have a bit of a collapse with 36 for 5 after the power play. So the wickets were on the Dolphin side, but they've just let the Lions score a bit too freely and score well above the required run rate, because they've been scoring at around 6 and over throughout the innings, with the required only being 4.2 to the over. So the Dolphins did let it slip after they started off really well. And regarding the Dolphins batting, they really needed someone to stick around through the middle overs, which would have got them closer to what I think 100 would have been a good score to defend.
And it goes down to wide. Oh, money. But again, 1 run to win. 2 runs to win, I beg your pardon. 2 runs to win. Two runs to win.
Should have been just 1 to win, but the previous 2 ran by Sunette Falyun Low was called a short run. So still 2 to win with Sarah Nettleton on strike. Another wide, this time down the leg side, and now it's down to 1 with the scores level.
Yeah, it has been a dramatic game of cricket, but again, as for a first game of a T20 for both women's, it has been good to see them back on the park and doing what they do best. And again, it's one of those things to see women's cricket growing and seeing a professional system in place like this.
No wide signal there, another dot ball. And yeah, it is really good. Quite a long off season. First game back in the Pro20, the Hollywoodbets Pro20, and Lions, after yesterday's defeat, will be quite happy with the way they've come back today. quite a big victory that the Dolphins secured yesterday. And another dot ball to end the over, and the Lions are 77 for 7 after 14 overs, with scores being level, just one to win, and Sunit Yunlo on strike now will look to finish this game off.
Coming from the Gulf Coast end, who's going to take that over? Andrews back on the attack, just to defend one run. But again, sun is out, music is pumping, Lions are happy. Lions gather, it's all looking good and positive down there, and great start of the season for them.
Yeah, and a good number of people out here to support Lions on this Sunday morning. First time we've seen sun today, so it's been quite an overcast morning, and like Monde mentioned earlier, it was quite a good toss for the Lions to lose.
Heading straight back to Andrews, and she's just looking for that one big hit, and again goes back to if she wants to finish in the back or just want to take a quick single. There's a chance of a quick single here and there if they run it too quickly, but Yunlo, she's not up for that, and it goes like I just said it now. As it goes, that is a sound of a victory for the Lions, and Lions just wins the game by 3 wickets.
Yeah, quite a close finish in the end. The Dolphins picked up wickets quite regularly, and that did put Lions in a spot of bother, but the experience of Sunit Yunlo came in handy for the Lions here, scoring 32 runs off 31 balls, carrying the Lions through to a victory in their opening game of the season for the Hollywoodbets Pro20.
Yunlo ends her innings on 32 runs off 31 balls. That was a great innings from her. She looked like she wants to win this game. She wanted to make an impact of the team, and she just did as expected. Omar, it has been great for myself as a first-time experience for this. I hope it's one of the million and one of so many. And it's been great sitting here, watching and talking cricket like as it is. Thanks a lot, and hope to see each other one day.
Thank you, Donald. As we see the scorecard of today with the Dolphins, Michaela Andrews stopped scoring for them with 23 off 28. The pick of the bowlers, Ntozake Raisibe, but let's not forget the opening spell that Mkize gave the Lions 3 for 11 in 4 overs bowled, 4 on the trot, opening the bowling. And besides that, a little bit of contributions from Courtney Gounden with 18 of 13, Nicole de Klerk, as they went 77 all out after 18.5 overs. The Lions, they made it look a bit difficult, a lot more than they should have, but Sunit Yunlo's experience came in 32 of 31. A little bit of contributions from Jenna Evans with 14 of 8, Faye Cowling 14 of 12. The Dolphins bowlers were economical, but not economical enough to defend this very low target. Zintle Mali picking up 2 wickets, and Jade De Figueiredo picking up 2 wickets as well, but with all of them going just more than 4 and over, it was not quite economical enough to defend this low target of 77. And who do you think is today's man of the match, Donald? Well, woman of the match, sorry.
The player of the match for me, I think it would go to Slice. When you look at her figures, she went for, when she was bowling, her bowling figure, she went 4 wickets of 16 runs just for 3.4 overs, 3.5. So I think for me, I would give it to Tokozake Raisibe. Obviously, it came off the runs with value low of those 32 not out, but I think well deserved for Raisibe.
Okay, and that will be that from our side. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the game is done. The first of the Hollywoodbets Pro20. And it is the DP World Lions who come out as victors, winning by 3 wickets. To start off this post-match presentation, we are going to talk about the player of the match, who was the reason why this game was the way it is. 77 runs from the Hollywoodbets Dolphins, played 81 from the Lions. So clearly, it's a bowler's day today, and some very good bowling figures from across. 2 wickets coming from the Dolphins, De Figueiredo. There's going to be 3 wickets coming from Relebogile Mkhize. However, there was one player who really came in and changed the whole complexion with 4 wickets from just 16 runs in her 4 overs. It is the captain of the DP World Lions with 4 for 16, Raisibe Ntozake. A picture first. Raisibe, you're coming here. We're speaking to you as a player now, not as a captain as yet. As a player. Last year, bowler of the season, player of the season. You're starting off this season with more wickets. What is going on with Raisibe? Where is she coming from now?
No, man, I think it's all about being humble and just going through the phases and working towards little goals. And I've always said this, it's not about the wickets for me, it's all about the economy. And I think the way that the coaching staff has been backing me and the players as a whole, they always have my back, and I couldn't have done it without them.
On top of that now, Raisibe, you get there, the seamers are doing a good job, and you have to come in as a spin bowler. What was your mindset in what you had to do in your spell?
I think in terms of that, it's something that I've been prepping for. I used to open the bowling, but I figured death bowling might be my thing. I mean, cricket is evolving. You don't always need pace bowlers to bowl death. So I think preparation has been really going very well for me in terms of that, and it was just execution.
Let's just speak about lines and areas that you need to execute as a spin bowler at the back end of the innings to have that effect. What were those for you against the Dolphins here today?
I was playing with my pace, and I figured that the quicker you go, the easier it's going to be to hit. So I went slower, and I looped it up a bit so that they can be thirsty for it. So at the end of the day, I won the battle.
Fantastic. Ntozake Raisibe Ntozake, the player of the match for the first Hollywoodbets Pro 50. It's all about the speed, it's all about the little tricks to get it working for the spin bowler. And so the Lions win the game thanks to her performance of 4 for 16 in 3.5 overs. We're now going to speak to the captain of the Hollywoodbets Dolphins, Zinhle Mali. Zinhle, you chose to bat early on in the morning. What do you believe went wrong to keep the score at that 77?
I think we were short of runs. Our batters didn't put in the effort, and it's okay, but we'll bounce back on our next game.
Now, what was happening in the change room? Because there seems to be a moment where, like, the Dolphins were coming back into the game. It was getting closer and closer, and you were getting key wickets. What was the discussion in the change room to try and defend such a small total?
I think we also have a very strong bowling attack, and we were in a fighting spirit to take off the key players and bowl to our lines, to our length. So we tried to keep it easy like that.
So what are we going to do now? A couple of weeks off for you guys. What are we going to expect from the Hollywoodbets Dolphins going into the rest of the season?
We're going to go back to the draw board and fix our mistakes, see where we lagged, and work hard.
Zinhle, congratulations for winning yesterday, and all the best for your Pro20.
Thank you.
Zinhle Mali, captain of the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. Now we're going to speak to the captain of the DP World Lions. We're not calling her as a player anymore. We're calling her as a captain. Raisi Bentozake. Now as a captain, Raisi, now as a captain. Let's speak firstly tactics used at the beginning of the game. So often we see those change-up bowlers being used and being rested and then used again at the back end of the innings. What was the thinking behind using both Relebohile and her partner Sarah at the start of the innings full on?
I think today I had a lot of options that I can use. So I felt like if they bowl in brilliantly, why stop them? Why cut them? Because I have bowlers that I needed to actually rotate around. So they were bowling really good. They built a very good partnership, and yeah, we needed those little wickets in the power play. So they played their role, and I felt like let them get a go.
On top of that, now you go back, they bowled really well, you included, you get 77 on the board, you need to chase 78. What's this discussion that you have in the change room? Because it's so easy to lose grip of a game that seems like it should be done.
We nearly did, and personally I think we had KPIs, and that score was basically for the top 4, which is something that we lacked on the betting side of things, and I'm pretty sure that's something that we're willing to work on during the next 3 weeks. And yeah, I hope that as time goes on, we'll handle that department really well, and it will go our way.
Fell short of the Pro20 last season despite winning the Pro50. What is the change in what the team needs to do this season to at least have a shot coming at the end of those 10 weeks?
Personally, I think we just need to have little goals that we must set for ourselves for the first half of the series, and then look into at least by the end be number 1 or 2, and then actually play for the trophy. But I think we just need to look at our KPIs and tick all of the boxes, and then we'll eventually get there.
Raisibe, thank you so much for entertaining cricket. All the best for the rest of the season. Thank you. That is the captain of the DP World Lions. Raisibe Ntozake was also man of the match. And that concludes the first round of the Hollywoodbets Pro Series here at the iconic DP World Stadium. Stay tuned on the Cricket South Africa YouTube channel. We're going to give you all cricket in the domestic season. Until then, we'll see you again for the Hollywoodbets Pro Series.
Viva Lions, viva!